I want to do the capture? I don't even think I want to do the capture. Hi, Kumi. Yep, there it is. Yep, there. Yep. We've already started. We've started on the word go. It's time, and Kumi is here. Kumi, I hope your birthday was very eventful. I hope you had a very eventful birthday today. I love you too. Why'd you call me Bella? Like from Beauty and the Beast? Like that? Oh, it's autocorrect? Get off your phone. No, it's okay. I forgive you. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. It's me, friend Vekka of VekkaSlyzelVT. And today, I'm playing World of Warcraft. You wanna know why I'm playing World of Warcraft instead of literally anything else on stream? Because I have problems getting out of bed. And so that decreases my, amount of time that I have in the world to, actually do things. And, I'm catching up on some things for a friend or two. So I'm gonna catch up on World of Warcraft for some friends. And we're just gonna sit here. We're gonna have a lovely day. There's cats on the screen. We're just gonna have a lovely old time catching up on World of Warcraft and yapping about bullshit. And, we're just gonna have a gay old time. Happy April Fool's Day. There is no April Fool's joke involved in this stream. I'm not original enough to come up with a good April Fool's joke. At least one that wouldn't get me banned. I can imagine I could come up with like a pretty good April Fool's joke, but I imagine that what I come up with would result in me getting banned on Twitch. And probably a lot of other platforms. Because it would be that funny. It would be so funny that I would get banned. And so, Did they add anything new to the fucking stupid bullshit? They probably did. They probably added something new to the stupid bullshit. So we're gonna look at the stupid bullshit. See what they got for today in the stupid bullshit store. Okay, we got green clothing. We got an axe that's made out of trees. And a mushroom hat outfit attire. Okay. A lot of plant. Feed me, Seymour! Feed me! Okay, we got yeah, no, we got whatever the fuck that thing is. I mean, that looks kind of cool, though. This all looks like Harandir shit. And then we have a lovely mounted plant snail. I'm sure somebody who, like, really likes plants is okay with this. Got more Ninja Turtle stuff. Because, you know, why not? Oh, we have some tender. We have, ooh. Okay. Alright, we got the Slut Mogs. They got Slut Mogs in the store today. They got Slut Mogs today. That's good. That you know, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We got Slut Mogs today.
It's a good day for a bit of buying.
You know, got it. We've got it. We got it all down today with the Slut Mogs.
Come back again.
Okay, flying mandrake dragon snail. Wonderful. I can look like a peasant. I look like a peasant woman. Great. Grumpy mandrake. He doesn't look very grumpy though. He doesn't look grumpy at all. Look at him. He's got a fucking like stupid ass smile on his face. Look at his fucking Chungus. Fucking Chungus doesn't look grumpy at all. What the Forest Dwellers glow cap staff. Okay, it's clearly all fairy forest themed, which is not really my kind of thing. That just looks like a shovel. Pepe's vacation. Okay. I mean, that's kind of cute though. I don't have any way to use that a lot though. Oh, well. What is it? Whatever. Camo sweatsuit. That's not camouflage at all. It's just green. It's just fucking green. It's just olive drab. Hi, Haru. It's Vek. Hi, handsome boy. Hi, handsome Yumi. Okay, we got more green wizard things. How am I? Sickly. Sickly is a good word. Okay, it's literally all just gardening. It's just all gardening themed. Except for the slut mog. Oh, I can wear it on the man. I can wear it on the male. Should I buy this? Should we put the chain kini on? I think we should put the chain kini on. I think the chain kini is a, we'll just add that to cart. We're gonna buy the chain kini. Okay, that looks kind of cool, though. I'm not a hunter, though. That looks pretty cool. I guess if I wanted to make a Forest Rider Ranger or something. Ah, yes. Ninja Turtles. More Dune cloth crap. Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, I kind of like the hedgehog. I like the hedgehog. No hand cam? No, no hand cam. We have kitty cam today. I didn't feel like setting all that up. Surprisingly, it's easier to set up kitty cam than it is to set up hand cam. I'm curled up under my covers with Mochi curled against me like a little cinnamon roll. I wish I was a cinnamon roll. I want to be a cinnamon roll. Okay, that's kind of cool. Even though it makes me look like a fucking gnome. Okay, they have an emerald snail now. That's cool. Interesting. I kind of want a cinnamon roll now too. I'm right there with you, Haru. Ooh, the new stuff. Yeah, it's all just gardening themed. Okay, that one has a purple handle though. That's kind of cool. Returning. So you just made a returning set of things, but then the new stuff is just one in a new different color. So you can be curled against me? No, because I just really want a cinnamon roll right now. Okay, I'm kind of hungry. We have the Feed Me Seymour flying mount. Nobody's old enough to know that movie. I mean, this one's kind of cool, though. Like, I won't lie. I mean, this is actually kind of cool. I might get it just to get it. I have so much tender because I never spend it. Odysseus, thank you for the follow over at TikTok Litterbox. Hi, I'm Vekka. You know, I forgot to release a video today because I haven't, like, queued anything up. But that's okay. I'm allowed to be lazy today. Been doing nothing but crapping thunder and lightning. Well, there's also this. Blizzard is finally coping and Blizzard's finally coping and caving in, and they're releasing slut mogs. And yes, I'm buying it. I'm just gonna buy these.
Bye for now.
Wonderful.
It's good fortune seeing you.
So what the fuck is the difference between, like, these two fucking
Spirits
trading
bless
posts?
you.
Like, one's Horde and one's Alliance, I guess? I mean, what's the point in that? God, I wish I had the clown outfit. Are we serious? Yes, we're serious. I'm doing this for some friends. I gotta catch up for them. I promised them that I would play this video game with them. And I've been so immensely overwhelmed that I have not been. And because I have particular problems with, you know, throwing myself out of my bed instead of just rotting and, you know, being depressed constantly. Jesus Christ, why do I have so much shit in here? We gotta do some spring cleaning, that's for sure. I forgot I have that now. And a gun. Do your prey hunts and delves? Yeah, I guess so. Do you play Genshin? No, I don't play Genshin. I don't play gachas. I have no interest in gacha games. Even though Zone Zero looks kind of fire, I have no interest in gacha games. The only gacha game that I am even remotely willing to give a shot, to like give an honest try, because it looks fun, is Uma Musume. I want to play the horse girl game. That is the only gacha that I am willing to try out, is Uma Musume. I became obsessed with the horse girls. And I don't know why. They have more engaging characters. They have very interesting characters. It's a very funny series. It's very funny. Okay? Goldship is fucking hilarious. Those characters have more fucking depth. Those characters have more fucking depth to them than anything My Little Pony could ever crank out in their life. Take that, bronies. Alrania are pretty badass. I don't know what I want to play as a shaman, though. Like, I honestly don't know what I want to play as a shaman. How dare you? I'm not a brony, but I'll defend them. You know, I have to give bronies credit for something. Okay? I'm gonna give bronies credit for something. Are you ready? I give bronies credit for causing a civil war in the furry community that ended up greatly improving the quality of the furry community as a result. So thank you, bronies, for that. Thank you, bronies, for causing a civil war in the fucking furry community that inevitably made it better. I am proud to be in your presence of a paladin such as yourself. Everybody has cool transmog. What if I want cool transmog? What if I want the cool transmog? Thank you for the heart emoji. I sent you a photo of what Mochi is doing to me right now. Okay, I guess I'll look at it. Ah, yes. My, Kiki does that to me. It's even worse because she's fat. And she, her butt stinks. However, I do appreciate the Japanese wall art in your background. Very good. Sugar's apparently trapped in a Baptist church right now for an Easter event. Everybody pray for Sugar. Let's get some pray emojis in chat for Sugar. They're trapped in a Baptist church right now. They're trapped in the heretic church. Anyway, what was I doing?
Anaria Shola.
Junk items sold. Repairs done. Jesus has nice abs though. I don't know what Jesus art you're looking at, but it must be the right ones. Relics. Start selling shit off, I guess. Okay. These are no price. Sell. Sell. Don't sell that. Sell. 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 Sell, 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 sell. I have so much crap in my inventory from, like, soloing Ice Crown Citadel. Among other things. that? Oh yeah, that's that one. That's that one shield. Okay. Sell, 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 sell. You know, we're gonna keep that. Sell. I'm gonna keep that too. Okay, which is the one that I use? It's probably that one. We have all this crap. I don't even know why I have that crap.
May my goods serve you well.
Oh, that's housing decor. Okay. Come back to my daddy, Arthur's. This got fucking owned. Okay. That takes care of that. That takes care of that. Fuck. What do we do? I guess we go to Amani Land. Do we go to Amani Land? I kinda wanna play Rhett though. Get bonus rewards though. I get bonus rewards for playing Prot though. Sure, whatever. I just ran 5 miles and now I'm gonna eat fried pickles. Damn. That's a hell of a post-workout. God, I want fried pickles now. Fuck. It's gonna like destroy my stomach though. I want fried pickles. I should get some fried pickles. Oh, we have to finish this character and get him to level 90 and do level 90 things and to do things like mythic and get called a slur. In chat. Actually, apparently Ret Paladin is good right now, so I can get called a slur. I got Doritos though, bitch. I got Doritos, bitch. Oh god, this fucking dungeon again. Oh boy. Here we go. It's time for autism. Who's ready for arthritis? Oh no, the poison. Why did I even feel like tanking? Why did I pick tank? Why am I doing this to myself? I just wanted to eat Doritos. The Vekka dance? Yeah, the Vekka dance. Okay, we have to, do this.
Another widow back. Another bag of coin for Murukin.
He be the one bringing my people here. Keep out of his way. For now.
Who be stealing my kill? Who be letting Alazi's little kittens go?
I can't believe he has Discord kittens. I feel so sickly. Like there should be music right now. I'm tired of doing this dungeon. I get queued for it like every single fucking time. I guess this is what they consider the high level dungeon. Or the pre-90. Do we even have to do that? I guess we do.
What does my eagle spy with her shiny eyes? A trespasser, an interloper, but you won't take my prey from me. Oh, you like a creature. Where the blood flows. If I don't get that, never. For the heart. Get him down,
Take him down, Nathrax.
You won't. Stick him, throw that in track. With me, Netra. That's on target. Netra, fly. You're gonna pay for that.
I did
Goblin.
kill Hashura, and I rescued all that was still alive. But why did Nurajin bring them here? The kidnapping won't stop until we get to the root of the evil.
Death
Follow
Knighting and
me.
Paladin is such a better choice.
That would not be natural. And the energy flowing into
What?
it. This is hex magic. Using the souls of the dead in powerful magic spells. I hope this is not why they brought my kin here.
What do you want? Gorny. Fine. Now play Smash War Kaizo. Smash Bros. Kaizo. Maybe I will. Oh, look at all that damage. Wow, look at that damage.
It'd be worse than you thought. How many of my people have died here?
Gorny food bar. Why are they absorbing all this damage? Why are they absorbing all this damage? Vekka, are you falling asleep? No. I'm just very unenthused by the role that I'm playing right now. No, usually I like tanking, you know, but I don't know. I'm just not feeling it today. Do something you like or die. I could just like leave this dungeon group. I could just be an asshole. I could just be an asshole. You know, it wouldn't be very, you know, it's not like that would be very uncharacteristic of like World of Warcraft, you know. I'm gonna just leave. I don't care. I don't care. One of them was like talking shit in the chat anyway, so who cares? Yeah, who cares? Who cares? Take my fucking jacket off though. I'm gonna do star and let's just do story instead.
Tarundo, hold here until Sujan finds. And leave with the survivors into confusion.
We will
I'm like
fly
2
on
bars
the
away
wings
from
of
like level 90
Akilthon,
anyway, so
like
who the
in
fuck
the
cares?
olden days. What do you want? Leave my presence.
You better be worth my time. Dismissed. With me, Elf. Let's get in close and distract
I love the
him.
Amani trolls.
Get over here, Gorkine. I'll load the bullets. You start firing.
Mere mortal born armaments cannot harm the
I just wish that,
glory of Zalatath.
I just wish that they gave like Blizzard gave us like actual like Amani troll models for like customization
Your weapons are empowered with light.
instead of just saying, "All right, here's your green skin." Thank you, thanks.
Warriors, attack!
I could always get I could already get fucking troll green skin on a fucking private server. What the fucking do? Oh, okay, sorry, I was supposed to do something there. Can I get a Vekka Ran emote, please?
Foolish Amani.
Can you just
have
be like the
already
yapping cat gif, but like, you know, drawn in
Your
Vekka?
city is in ruins. No
Just
one is
animated.
coming to help you. Not even your gods.
I feel like that's a good idea.
Zalatath relishes in your anguish and will exalt us when your empire falls.
Shut up, bitch. Oh, okay.
Don't worry. Your end will come soon.
Running away? Coward! The victory should have been ours.
This was no victory. We bought the civilians' escape with blood.
Vekka cat rant emote. I would like a Vekka cat rant emote. I need to, like, at some point, because right now I'm saving up money, okay? So, like, you know, Vekka sweat. How about an entire jar full of Vekka sweat that I just sell on, like, online or something? I just sell it on Fansly. Yeah. I need, so, like, right now, okay, right now, I'm saving my money right now to get something that I've been kind of wanting for a while. It's not stream related, but, apart from that, though, I do need to, like, start commissioning some artists and shit to start doing some, like, you know, actual, like, Vekka emotes other than, like, the one that Astroy made for us. The Vekka what emote with the big eyes that I've been using as, like, my profile picture and a lot of stuff lately. But we definitely need to get sub badges is what we need to do. We need to get sub badges. Like, we need to get sub badges, like, badly, I think. I feel like we need sub badges bad. We do need sub badges. What would be some good ideas for, like, sub badges? What kind of tiers of cats? What tiers of cats would be appropriate for sub badges? What kind of sub badges do we get that would make people want to, like, subscribe and then get very elitist about it? You could do a litter box that gets more full every month you do. Actually, that sounds like a really good idea. That would be hard to look at, though. Wouldn't it? No, I think it'd be no, like, we get, like, okay, so, like, the tier 1 sub is, like, a litter box with, like, a modest amount of litter in it. The tier 2 sub is, like, filled to the brim, and then the tier 3 sub is, like, filled so much that it's, like, a mound on it, and it's, like, spilling over the edges all over the place. That sounds funny as hell. Yeah, and then the litter turns gold. Okay, you know, you gotta understand the marketing ideas behind this, okay? We need sub badges that turn subscribers into elitists, okay? We need to exploit, we need to exploit, the narcissistic sociopaths. We need to run them for their money, okay? We need to run the narcissists for their money. We need a sub badge that just makes elitists, like, seem really proud of themselves for having that badge. That's how you get it. That's how you psychologically, like, you know, run this, okay? That's, like, psychological success right here. It's like psychological warfare. It's a psyop. You have to appeal to their inner narcissism so much that they would pay tier 3 sub just to act like they're better than you. When in the reality of things, they're just a tier 3 simp. Right? So, like, you know, you need to run them for that. You need to run them for that money. Run them for that money with the tier 3 sub badge. I'm a fucking genius when it comes to this, okay? I know the hustle. I've seen the game. It's all for the love of the game.
You best be glad you're amused.
Okay, I don't want to be
help
proud.
eliminate the Twilight's Blade, the need for Lightwood and the raids into Eversong will end.
I don't want to
We
be
can
proud.
end a threat inside and outside our gates. If you really want to join our fight, then come with me.
What do you mean one or more items in Brett were missing? Okay. We're going back to Ret. We're going back to Ret God. Ret God. And like after like 10 months of a cat that gets older and older until it's like Grandpa Cat in the box. It just feels like we're getting like Mutagenics fucking emotes at this point. It's Mutagenics. Oh wait, shit.
For your own safety, I suggest you keep your blade sheathed and stay close to me in Amaniza. What do you bring the leader of the Amani? The Amani need no one. Come with me. The leaders of the Forest Tribe have gathered to discuss our war plan.
Oh, I love me some more plans. I think the litter box is a good idea, but cats could be good. It's just whatever way you want to go. I think the litter box D is fucking genius. I think litter box as like a sub badge is actually a genius fucking idea. We should probably just do that. We see if we can get away with it. We just need the dimensions, like, you know, like the dimensions of a sub badge, and then we gotta just kind of like figure, like, okay, how's this going to look that small?
Where were all of you when the drums sounded? You let Atalaman fall!
Oraka Gokinye. Watch yourself. Atalaman has fallen.
No thanks to all of you!
We are under attack. The Vile Branch.
No time for bearing our tusks. We need a plan. Toronto?
Not many Amani made it back here.
The Raven Tusk also suffered heavy losses.
I have sent out a call to my
Yeah, a cat would
people.
work too.
We will see.
I feel like the
Forgive
litter
me,
box idea is more
But what
unique
about
though.
the Loa? Can you not call upon them
Eventually
to aid
goes
you?
Super Saiyan.
The Loa.
I
They
feel like the litter
abandoned
box
us
is a more
long
unique
ago.
idea though.
We never needed them.
I think we need shit
We
box
can
sub
rely
badges.
on our own strength.
And then we can turn them into tier 3
I ask again for your assistance.
tier 3 emotes or something.
You've got to make a stand. Make ready what you can.
But we also need to you could put Vegeta hair on a litter box. That would actually be really good. I feel like who let this child in here? I also need to like do like regular like emotes too. I need Vekka emotes. We need to get some Vekka emotes up as well. As well as some like animated ones, some like good animated ones. Good animated
Talk to
Vekka
me if you
emotes.
have answers. I don't need your problems. I got my eye on you. No
do have
point
good
in
ideas.
talking about Delua. They abandoned us long ago. Come, let us check on the refugees.
I'm still mad at Blizzard for not giving us these Amani troll models. I
Your
feel like that's a
forces are
fucking
needed
betrayal.
here, Calamara.
Then stop the Vile Branch from kidnapping us in the middle of the night.
Why are you speaking?
Walnut Coochie. Walnut Coochie. Adjust my microphone here a bit. Walnut Coochie. I just think I'm sorry, but when I hear walnut coochie, all I really think about is walnut cookies, and I get hungry. Now I just kind of want walnut cookies.
Toronto, I need your report. When can our soldiers be ready for battle?
I don't look good. All that's left be the old, the injured, and the hungry.
Your people's situation is far more desperate than I realized.
The tribes have splintered since Zujin fell. The Twilight Blade picking us apart because we no longer work as one.
Walnut Gucci. Now it's like stuck in my fucking head permanently, and all I can think about now is like Walnut Gucci. Fuck me.
The Raven Tusk's best smith be repairing our weapons, Zuljara. Don't need Gokinya's pity. We are working as fast as we can, but many of our weapons were broken in the attack.
So now this little child like
Keep
leads
it up.
that entire fucking
These
tribe.
weapons are our best chance against the Void. If the Lightwood
Guess that's
weapons are not
different.
ready, maybe the Shadowpine shamans can help.
I ate every one of those pickles I sent you a picture of. I'm so sorry. It's fine. If I want fried pickles, I can literally just like go down the street and get fried pickles and like come back. I literally have a bar, which is, you know, my bar. You know, it is the bar in which that I go to commonly. So it is my bar. It is my tavern. My pub. But my local bar is like literally like a minute away from me. My bar is like literally a minute away from me. The only thing that separates me and my bar, and or like you know, my neighborhood and my bar, is like an intersection, like a four-way intersection. Which also means that like if I drive home drunk, I have a 98% chance of survival. Which are really good. Those are really good statistics, if you ask me. Did you move where you are for the bar, Vekka? No, not really. It's just kind of like one of those things that you just kind of like find out. Dude, I've driven home drunk so many times and succeeded. I don't do it often, but when a man is desperate and when there's a will, there's a way. I've only ever done it in desperate situations. Which is also kind of like what sucks about like going to concerts by yourself, because I don't really like I don't like going to concerts by myself. I don't like going anywhere to go by myself. You get someone to come get you? Why? So somebody can like steal things out of my car? I don't like leaving my vehicles in places I do not trust them to be. Listen. I don't suggest that people do the things that I do, okay? What do you have that's cool in your car besides your really cool gun? Multiple unregistered firearms.
Ah, Zuljara. You come seeking the power of my tribe's shamans?
One time I went to a concert. I went to a Gwar concert. I went to a Gwar concert on my bike, which by bike I mean motorcycle. Yes, I own a motorcycle. I am a badass. And I definitely didn't want to leave like a motorcycle in a parking garage, because that's like, you know, somebody could just like steal that shit probably overnight. And then again, it's not like anybody would literally, you know, it's not like anybody really wants to like steal fucking like cruiser bikes anyway. Nobody ever wants to steal cruiser bikes. The only bikes that ever get stolen around, you know, the only motorcycles that get stolen these days are like fucking crotch rockets. You know, it's like people stealing, you know, it's like stealing a fucking charger. The only vehicles that get stolen are clout vehicles.
You know, none can order the Shadowpine.
I own a fucking Indian. Nobody's gonna steal an Indian. Even though Indians are like really good. Nobody's gonna steal one
We'll
though.
be left with few warriors, few weapons.
They don't have the clout to be
few
stolen.
shamans as well.
It is time for desperate acts. Would you
You have
let
to have
your
like a
people
ninja
perish
or
because
something.
you did not
Like
try
literally
every
any
option?
street bike, anything that remotely
Fool
looks
elf, I
like a
told you
street
the
bike,
law
even
be
if it's a
silent.
Triumph,
If you need proof,
like
let
anything
your
that just
own law
remotely
speaker
looks
tell
like
you
a fucking
himself.
ninja or like a street bike or something, they'll steal it. Probably. I don't know if they would steal a Triumph street bike though. Probably see Triumph on the side and be like, nah. But I know people would steal a Suzuki Hayabusa, like 100%. You know, 100% people would steal a Suzuki Hayabusa.
You were with me as a child when I last went to Akilzon's temple. Zulshara, do you not remember?
Yes, uncle. But even then, the Loa did not speak to us.
We need all the help we can get. The Loa always heed us in times of crisis. They may listen now to the right voice. Someone on the path of the Hashe.
Speak. Now. Go back.
Light the shrines on the way to the temple. And don't forget to leave Akilzon an offering.
See, here's the
The
thing.
temple be overrun with Narden.
If I go
Killing them will
to
help us pass the
if I
time
go
on
to
the
that
way.
bar that is a
Come,
minute away from me,
Ashura.
I'm allowed to drive home drunk. You want to know why? Because so long as I can tell the difference between the colors red and green, I'm good. Yeah, I am. It's statistically plausible, okay? It's a 98% chance survival rate. I wouldn't even get pulled over. Who's gonna pull me over a minute away from my own house? Nobody. You are arguing with me. It's a 98% chance survival rate, Biscuit. I like those odds.
Are you interested in the ways of the Loa?
But nobody
Uncle,
should ever,
The Loa haven't spoken to you in years. Why do you think they will speak to us
2% is
now?
very low.
You did not know the world
I'll roll
with the
that
Loa
dice.
in it, my child.
I'll roll that
They were
D100.
Our strength, our hope.
How often do you get a 2? How often do you roll a 2 on a
me
D100?
Great honor when she made me her speaker. I tried to instill in both of you,
Listen,
you and Zuljon, a love
nobody should drive home
for the
drunk.
Loa.
It's a 2
I
or 1
remember the
genius.
stories
Yes,
about
exactly.
Akilzan, Halazu,
And you know what? I always roll
Janalai,
higher
and
than 2 or
Malarak,
1.
and how they protected us.
But that's okay, because I don't really go to that bar often enough
I loved
anyway.
listening to your stories, Uncle. But even then, I wondered if they were true.
I don't really drink. I don't really go out and drink
How
enough.
much do you remember about
I don't
going
really
to
go out and drink at
Akilzon's
all.
temple?
I'd rather drink at home, to be honest.
We
It's
climbed
cheaper.
to the temple.
If I'm gonna drink,
Zuljan
I'd rather
fell.
just drink at home.
I did not get the Loa's blessing, and my mother died.
I don't hang out with enough people
You
to go,
saved your
like,
brother, and you
know,
defended the right
friend
to
drinking.
lead as Zul'jin's granddaughter, all on your
Just play
own.
WoW.
If anyone can
Just
get
stay
to
home
the
and
Loa
entertain
and
me,
get
being
answers,
neat.
It is you.
As the Hashi.
Stay
I'm
home
no
inside at all
priestess,
times.
No mystic or uniter.
You'll never die.
No, my Shara, as my niece, because I know you have the fire, and I love you more than anything.
Then I will go. For our people. And for you, Uncle.
I'm trying Dr. Pepper for the first time in like 10 years. I'm not a fan of Coke products. I'm not a fan of Coke products. Never been a fan of Coke products. I don't know what's. I don't know what is. I don't know what the big deal about Coke products is. I don't know why people like Coke products so much. You know what I like? I like root beer. I like root beer and I like cream soda. That's what I like. I'm a cream soda and root beer kind of guy. I'm a Barks kind of guy. I also like Crush. I like Grape Crush. I like Orange Crush. Crush is really good. I like mommy milk from Gamer Subs. Yeah, I do. Listen. If we get a Gamer Sub sponsorship, you know we've made it. Okay? I don't want to be powered by anything else other than Gamer Subs. That is the goal. I want to be powered by I want my title on my stream. I want my stream title to one day read the words powered by GG Subs.
The Twilight's blade pushed a Gnarlden into our territory.
That's
We will have
what
to
I
fight
want.
through them to get to the temple. The Amani never die, but you might if you cross me. Spit it out, or I slice it out with my axe.
Anaria Shala. Fight well. The Gnarlden are close
Would you try
to
and get a
destroying the
femboy
shrines,
shaker?
and the nests
First
of
of
the
all.
eagles that roost here.
Then we
I'm a
must
twunk,
strike them
okay?
down.
I'm not necessarily a femboy, I'm a twunk. Do I have femboy genetics in real life? Yes. Is it attractive? That's up to you to decide, I guess. I would get a husbando shaker. I would definitely want a husbando shaker. If we can put my dumb ass on a fucking shaker bottle, we've gotten somewhere in life, and at that point I will probably be a lot better off than I am right now. That is the dream. You're not a husbando though. I am 100% a fucking husbando. How am I not a husbando? Have you not seen my fucking pecs? Have you not seen my abs? I'm as husbando it gets. I could be husbando. I should age up my model just to prove a point. Stop fucking dazing me. I forgot how to play red. Hang on. I forgot how to play red. Wait, never mind. Okay. We're good. We're all good. False alarm. Okay, like, look. Okay. See this? You see this? You see this? This is husbando material. This is husbando material right here. Okay? This entire bottle was crafted with the intention of husbando material. You understand now? You fuck? Understand now? This is all just for you to take your shirt off. Once again, I am being exploited by women. Once again, I am exploited by women for free. Keeps happening. Standing on the edge of, whatever. I like singing it. You love me, that's why you did it. I love all of my children. Ugh. So, we have to hit level 90. Probably finish the Amani story. And then, I don't know what we do after that. What do we do after we hit level 90? Odysseus 1212. You're from TikTok, aren't you? I recognize that name. Cat Dad Atlas has won 5 from the jump catch game. Is Atlas lurking? He is lurking. He is lurking. I see you down there. I see you down there, you son of a... You think you can avoid my eye? You think you can avoid my gaze? You think you can just come in here and not redeem the lurk emote that I painstakingly made? You think you can just... You think you wait, where is it? Wait, hang on. You think you could just come in here and not redeem the lurk emote that I painstakingly made? You know, I probably should tie that to a chat command, too. Because everyone keeps on typing in a chat command and they don't actually look at the redeem list and actually see that there's a redeem for it. Maybe it's because it costs like 50 coins. Maybe it's because it costs 50 cat coins. Maybe I need to lower it to 1 cat coin. Odysseus, welcome to the litter box. Welcome to the litter box. I love you. Welcome to the litter box. I love you. How many of these fucking cavemen people are there in this fucking world? Oh, yeah, they showed up. They showed up on. They showed up. They showed up in Dragonflight. Now they're here. How many of these things are there? Don't worry. You have AoE for days. Forcing people to watch you for 15 minutes for 50 cat coins just to lurk, ridiculous. Is that how long it takes? I always like these big men models. They were unique in Wrath of the Lich King. I think the Vrykul are badass. I fucking love the Vrykul. Does it really take like 15 minutes to get 50 cat coins if you haven't like followed the channel? I guess I should really just change it to 1 and just give it a longer cooldown. Yeah, we could probably do that like right now. We could just do that right now. It's easy to change. Not like it would take a whole lot. I'm pretty sure it does take 15 minutes. Yeah, it probably does take 15 minutes. The good thing that with this is actually pretty easy to change. Edit. We will change it to 1 cat coin. And the redemption cooldown time is 1 minute. Okay, great. It's changed. We did it. We did it, Patrick. We did it, Patrick. Okay. What was I doing again? You win, you simp harder. We appreciate it. Is that a woman? Huh. Joke's on you, asshole. I have bubbled. Okay, I think I beat that part of the quest. Oh yeah, big lady. Hi, End! How's it going? How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back, dearest cat. Dearest cat of the litter box. Welcome back, Nerobar, my old friend. These little fucking turd buckets are like fucking destroying my asshole right now. Okay. Very good. Oh, I can mine them. Okay. Okay, I guess it's up there. Oh, I also finally got the dragon that I wanted. I got the fucking nether drake. So I got the dragon. We're good. We have the mount that I wanted. Syrian is never here. I can change that right now. Tell them Yumi is low-key valid. Sugar says Yumi is low-key valid. You're welcome. Wait, hang on. I can change that right now. Yumi is complaining that you're not here. What a woman. Alright, there we go. That'll definitely summon Syrian. I hope all my trans friends had a wonderful trans visibility day. I don't know exactly how you celebrate Trans Visibility Day. Do you like, you know, is it like a holiday?
Hey,
do you like
check out how hard I can
do
pee.
you like go to oh. You see Yumi? You see Yumi? Literally all I had to do was that, and now we got 4 subs. Or we got 1 sub. We got 4 months. We got 4 months of Syrian Lane here. He's always going to be here for the next 4 months until he pays for another 4 months, and with which he'll be here for 8 months. Okay.
133 underscore just redeemed hydrate.
All I had to do was tell Syrian that a woman was complaining in chat, and now here he is with the 4 months. Thank you, Syrian. And yes, I will hydrate. I will hydrate. Thank you very much. And now he's giving me money. See? You see? See, Yumi once again proving that they're like the MVP. All Yumi has to do is just complain, and then good things will happen. You see? Everything works out for the better. Yeah, I love Amani Land too. I wish they gave us the fucking models. I'm still mad about that. Probably gonna be mad about that for a long time. No, I just think it's because people Night. Hi, Glitchy Dev from YouTube Litterbox. Night? Okay, good night. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, thank you for being here, and thank you for saying something. YouTube Litterbox, I want you to know something here. And may it be known forever. May it be known always. But your messages do show up on my stream. We have a bot. Okay? We have a bot. And the bot will transmit your messages from YouTube into Twitch chat, and it will show up on screen. I mean, I can read your chat. I can read your chat either way. Like, you know, I mean, you know, it's not like I can't read. It's not like I can't read multi-chat or anything. I mean, I can read multi-chat just fucking fine. But, you know, we have a special bot now that takes your chat and puts it in Twitch chat for everybody else to see, and also puts it up on the screen in the message boxes. So that thus uniting. You can't see it right now, but I want you to go ahead and just I want you to picture me like me putting my fingers together, like just like repeatedly, like just like smashing my fingertips together right now. Okay, I want you to imagine that right now. Thank you very much. That we are uniting, thus uniting this community into one solid whole. Okay. Syrian hurt my feelings. Why? He said you're pretty okay. That's good. That's a good metric. Yeah, see, Syrian knows what's up. I got a solid hole for you, Becca. Yeah, I got a solid hole, dude. I don't want to be united. I want to be alone. You don't want to unite the kingdoms? You don't want to unite the kingdoms? You know, I'm probably not gonna stream the Kick anymore. Kick doesn't really give me any traction. I don't really get anything on Kick. I think Kick is mostly like, I think Kick is mostly for a place. I think Kick is mostly a place for like established dudes and RL flesh tube streamers and hoes. Do I play Siege? You mean like Rainbow Six Siege? You're talking about like Rainbow Six Siege, right? That game that used to be good. I mean, I've never played Siege. I've never played Rainbow Six Siege. But I have for a while now have thought about playing the older Rainbow Six games on stream. Siege is just renovation simulator with explosives and a sledgehammer. Yeah. I have thought about playing the older, like, the retro Rainbow Six games, like, on emulator. So I've thought about doing that. Why is that bot going ham right now? I swear to God, that bot is on a longer timer than that. I might have to fix that. Also, the old Rainbow games were fun. The phrase flashbang and breach on Zulu, yeah. It's coming back to a good era, but it's still hard. Funny story. Who's that one Rainbow? I think it's a Rainbow Six. No, it's probably not a Rainbow Six Siege character. It's probably a Call of Duty character. Who's the Austrian? Who's like the Austrian special forces like sniper guy with like the fucking bag over his head, like the hood over his head? He's like Krieg or something. Is he a Rainbow Six character or is he a Call of Duty character or Battlefield character? I forgot. He's like, his name is like Krieger or something. Flo Vinny from TikTok. Hello. Hello, Flo Vinny. What's your flow like today? What's your flow like today, Vinny? How's your flow? Do you have the flow? It's COD? Okay, it's COD. You know, never mind. I'm gonna tell this fucking story anyway. One of my friends... So, for full context, one of the coolest... The Warzone one, to be specific. Okay. So, one of the coolest, Flow like the wind. One of the coolest guns that I own in real life is one of those replica German Sturmgewehr 44s in 22 long rifle. I have one of those, right? Because that's like really the only Sturmgewehr that you're gonna actually buy other than a rare original, which is probably gonna cost you like $100,000s of dollars. But you know, it's cool. It looks like a fucking Sturmgewehr and it fires 22, whatever. Anyway, it's one of the coolest guns that I have. I like recreation, like, old war guns. But, anyway, one of my friends was, like, talking to me on Snapchat or something, and she was, like, gushing over that character, like, Krieg or whatever, the Warzone character. And I was like looking at the character, I'm like, alright. So I took like an empty black pillowcase and I put it over my head. I put a empty black pillowcase over my head and pulled my Sturmgewehr out, and I did like the same pose that he does like in the mirror, and then took like I took a selfie of it and then sent it to her, and I'd be like, here, does this turn you on? It was my Creek cosplay. I was like, here, does this get you hot? Flo Vinny, I like your model. I like your model. I don't know if you actually have a model or not, but thank you. Thank you for complimenting my model. I also like I also kind of like my model. You know. Here, you want to see my model? You want to see my full model? Here it is. There I am. There it is. There I am. I'm full body, baby. We're full body, baby. Not a whole lot of people know this, but we are full body. I put that work in. I put that work in. I put that money in. It's actually a new character now. It's Koenig. A German, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, it's Koenig. Well, I mean, he's a fairly recent character, though, isn't he? No, Koenig is Austrian. I think he's Austrian. I think he's Austrian. You might want to Google that, because last time I checked, he was Austrian. Which is basically the same thing, but don't tell German people that. Austrians are basically just like their more autistic cousins. If you really think about it. They're like the bottoms of German people. Which is also geographically correct, because they are located, like, literally right underneath Germany, which explains a lot. Explains a lot in a historical context. It's actually a new character now, yeah. Oh wait, I already read that, yeah, no. No, I think he's Austrian. Hi, Sugar. Welcome back. How was Baptist Easter Church? And the children fighting, and apparently they were fighting to the death.
Now that the shrines are lit, the eagles are on the move.
Go then. The eagles be flying toward the temple at the top of the mountain. Maybe that's an invitation.
I'm so tired of green Green Ranger wear. Give me the red ones. Give me the red versions. I swear to God. Just give me the red fucking versions of the armor. I swear to God. Going to fucking commit murder. Yes, I will put that on. Yeah, Austrian. Yes, yeah, I was right. It was Austrian. Yeah, no. I've thought about... I've thought about... I don't really play... I'm gonna admit something here, but I don't really play a whole lot of, like, modern FPS games anymore. I think, like, the last Call of Duty that I seriously... The last Call of Duty that I seriously played was Modern Warfare 2. And then I got really tired of Call of Duty after that. And then, because every single Call of Duty I feel like has like come out like after is just like, it feels like they're all asset flips. It feels like every Call of Duty that has come out after that has been like an asset, mostly asset flips and story flips, because every single fucking storyline in a Call of Duty game is literally the same fucking thing. And it's so boring. The 2009, I think, did Modern Warfare 2 come out in 2009? Or was that Black Ops? I mean, Black Ops was okay. Black Ops was, you know, Black Ops was cool. The first Black Ops, that was cool. Because, you know, of course a Cold War game is going to have that kind of, like, you know... But, like, every game after that, it's just been kind of like the same story tropes, and it's just been, like, really boring. I don't like that these fucking turd monglers come out of the fucking resource nodes. Fucking bird! The original. Yeah, I'm talking about the original. I'm not talking about the other ones. Yeah, I'm talking about the original. Now, I like the graphics quality of the new ones. The graphics quality of the new ones are, you know, fucking amazing. But... You know, why'd you say they were demons? Because Protestants. Duh. I was born in a Catholic family, okay? I get to be prejudiced against Protestants. I'm allowed to. I'm not even like I am no way like even like remotely like Christian. But I respect the Catholic Church. And the Orthodoxy. I also just like shitposting verbally with my mouth. The best one after the 2009 one was the Advanced Warfare, in my opinion. And that one did alright, yeah, that's true. I always liked Battlefield more. But, so, like, to, like, get back on, like, what I was saying, though, like, I barely touch FPS games now. I think, like, the most FPS game thing that I really played last was BattleBit Remastered and, PlanetSide 2. Like, those are fun FPS games, in my opinion. Like, those are fun. I liked playing those. I don't feel like games like, you know, I also play stuff like, you know, like fucking Dark Tide, you know, Warhammer Dark Tide, and, Deep Rock Galactic, which I guess you could consider those, like, FPS games, but they're kind of like, they're different in comparison to, like, you know, what, like, you would think FPS games would be, so I don't really count those. Like, when I say FPS game, I think, like, shit, like, you know, like Call of Duty, or, like, FPS competitive shooters, I guess, or whatever. Not, like, you know, just PvE, like, shooter, like, looter shooters, I guess. Or, I guess Battle Royales. I don't know, I guess it really depends on what your opinion of what FPS shooter is like. I already did that one. Becca, why did you become a VTuber? Like, what made you get the idea and purpose for it? I became a VTuber because I have spent, well, I guess, like, that's a really complex question. with a really complex answer. I became a VTuber to improve, obviously, like, improve my situation, but also, improve my situation, but also, like, you know, play video games and solve my backlog and shit like that. And also because I'm passionate about retro video games and stuff like that, but, to better improve, like, my situation, but also to also, like, reach out to people, I guess, with, like, my personality, like, all over the place. I also want to, like, you know, reach out and, you know, touch the hearts of, you know, hundreds and thousands across the world, I guess, because I spent a lot of my life, like, you know, like, running communities and stuff in, like, different platforms. And they weren't always, like, the most positive communities either. And they weren't, well, they also weren't the most positive platforms either. So it's like, you know, spend your life around fucking toxic gaming communities all, you know, for years and years. Eventually, you just kind of, like, want to do something different. And, so I also became a VTuber just so, because I recognized that, and I say this with, like, absolute humility, by the way. I'm not just, like, you know, you know, I'm not just huffing my own ass right now, but I guess I was born with, like, a very weird charisma or charm, I guess, whatever you want to call it. I guess a charisma, and I want to use it in a more positive way that could affect, like, a bunch of people. Also became a VTuber so I can, like, complain about the games industry. Because I feel like a lot of... I wanted to complain about the games industry in ways that I don't think a whole lot of people really, like, nail. Not a whole lot of people seem to, like, nail, like, with, like, certain, like, aspects and things in the games industry. I think, like, really the only other person that I can think of, like, off the top of my head who really, like, nails, like, hardcore issues in, like, the games industry, and also MMORPGs especially, in a way that, like, you know, I absolutely, like, can, like, one-to-one, like, follow is, like, Mad Season. Everything Mad Season says about, like, fucking, like, MMORPGs and, like, the games industry and, like, video games in general, he's always absolutely right on it. He always nails it. But that's why I became a VTuber. I'm sorry for, like, the really complex, like, run-on fucking answer, but it is, like, a really complex question with a complex answer. If you really want... I mean, which I guess, like, shows that I'm at least, like, being honest about why I wanted to become a VTuber. You know? Oh, okay, I'm level 90. Okay, you can congratulate me now, Biscuit. I'm level 90. But I guess it makes me more honest. Yeah, I mean, I guess it just, like, at least, you know, at least I'm, like, being honest about it. And I'm being passionate about it at the same time, I guess. Yeah. I just want to build a community. I just want to build a... That's deep. Yeah, I try to be. Yeah, I just want to build, I just want to do something, like, really positive with my life, and, like, hopefully, okay, yeah, no, this is another one. Okay, this is probably should have mentioned this, too. But, you know, I became a VTuber to find meaning in life. I want to do things, I want to do something with my life, or at least the rest of my life, that actually feels like it had, like, meaning to it, and, like, that I actually enjoy doing. I want to do things with my life that I actually enjoy doing, that I could potentially, like, make some sort of career out of it. Whether it's, like, 3D art, whether it's, like, being a 3D artist, or it's, like, you know, being a game dev, if I go that route, or if it's, like, maybe I get into programming and I go that route with game dev. Or if I'm just like, you know, sitting here streaming, being a VTuber, and being a fucking goofball for like hundreds of people, that works too. I want to find, you know, there's that, you know, there's that saying that the baby boomers really love to use, right? There's that saying that the baby boomers really love to use, and it's, the saying goes, you know, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. That's what I'm trying to pursue. That's what I'm trying to pursue, personally. That's kind of where I'm at in life right now, after, like, multiple, like, after multiple, you know, multiple failures in my life and multiple, like, you know, attempts to, you know, find something. That's kind of where I'm at right now, where it's like, you know, I want to, like, actually, like, do something that is, like, worth fucking, that feels like it was worth doing. I also kind of want to, like, I also wanted an outlet for my creativity.
Bran34 is lurking.
Hi, Bran! I also wanted a creative outlet. That was another thing, yeah. I also definitely wanted a creative outlet. But, yeah. That's my reasonings. Those are my reasonings. I can't promise I'll stay forever. Everyone leaves someday. No, I mean, I understand that. But I will tell you this, though. I'll tell you something, though. And, you know, I promise this, too. I make a fucking blood oath on this. It doesn't matter. If I became, like, super famous one day, or something, or whatever the fuck, you know? And I have a whole bunch of, like, fucking followers and a huge community, and people, like, you know, fucking tons of people, like, spend every day just shit posting and bullshitting in my fucking chats all day while I do dumb shit. I'm never gonna forget the people who have always been here. Like, I'm never gonna forget those people. Like, at least, like, the consistent ones, because I'm a consistent type of person, okay? I work on consistency. Like, if I've seen your name a lot in my chat, I'm always gonna remember that chatter. Even if they're, like, gone for, like, a while. And if I don't remember, then remind me, because I'm also stupid. And incredibly ADHD. But I'll always remember, like, I'm obviously always going to remember, like, the, you know, the OGs. You know, I don't see a reason not to. Nobody in my life is ever going to be, like, a fucking stepping stone to fame or anything. And I'm never going to fake my personality for views either. That's another thing. I'm never gonna fake my personality for views. I've spent all my life, like, watching, like, YouTubers and, like, you know, famous influencers and all that other crap who have, like, faked their personality for, like, you know, views and shit. And, you know, they fucking, like, you know, it's like, it seems like the most miserable fucking life you could ever have. Like, look at fucking PewDiePie. I mean, shit. You know, the guy was probably miserable. And then he stopped pretending, and he was just like, you know... And then he said a slur on Battlefield. Now he, like, lives in Japan. He has, like, a loving wife and a child. But anyway. Bro, if you want to follow a game dev route, there are a lot of servers on Discord that have lots of other devs to join and collab and all that. I mean, yeah, I mean, that sounds like, you know, that sounds like something I would get into, though. That sounds like something I could pursue and look into. I mean, I consider myself an amateur 3D artist right now, okay? Like, I'm not even that far into it. I'm not even, like, really that far into it. But, like, I do pretty good. I do pretty well so far. And, I need to pick it back up because this got in the way. Like, doing this and setting all this shit up got in the way, and it's been kind of getting in the way. But I always meant to, like, stream 3D art anyway, so it's like, I need to just reopen Blender. I just need to fucking reopen Blender and Substance Painter and fucking do it. That's really all there is to it. Like, I'm making gestures with my hands right now. You can't see it. I'm talking with my hands. But I just need to load up Blender and Substance Painter and get back into it. Probably make more cyberpunk guns. I like making cyberpunk guns. Those were kind of cool. Those really upped my texture game, in my opinion. Yumi, you already revealed revealed to us your power level when it comes to the art that you do. Okay, it's perfectly fine to tell everybody in chat that you draw smut. And I will even go for I will even go farther. I will even go farther and say that I wish you the best. I wish you the best. I wish you become I hope that one day you become a popular smut artist. I hope that one day the submissions on R34 that are tied to your online handle reach in the thousands. I draw fan art of mostly Vekka and my OC. Why haven't you posted any of it? Have you ever thought of playing the guitar? I actually did buy a guitar with the intention of learning how to play it, and then I never got around to it. Much like right now, I'm trying to get into longboarding, and, I'm trying to get into longboarding right now, and, I've been kinda... I haven't been able to do that, because my sleep has just been absolutely awful. And the weird traumatic fever dreams have been just like constant. I just been feeling like shit in general like the past week. I have unused talent points. Oh no. Light within. Because it's embarrassing. I'm drawing you writing right now, be worried. I'm not a bottom. I'm not a bottom, you bitch! That's fine, I appreciate fan art and I appreciate any fan art that happens of me. Becoming a VTuber, I predeterminedly accepted. I pre-accepted the inevitability that all the art that is drawn of me is probably going to be very degenerate. Somebody will probably draw me fat. Somebody will probably draw me like with like an inflation, like being inflated like a balloon. Somebody will probably draw me getting vored. I'm not into any of these things, but I'm sure somebody will probably draw it. You know, such is the price of fame. Bro, if you want to follow it. The worst things that can happen is you don't follow your dreams to follow another person's dreams, because if you follow your dreams and die on the beach. Yeah, exactly. And I don't want to die on the beach. Glitch. I don't want to die on the beach. I want to choke my lover. I want to choke my lover on the beach, like in Evangelion. You remember Evangelion, the beach scene with Shinji and Asuka, and Shinji just starts like choking Asuka out and tries to kill her? Yeah, I want to be that. Instead of dying on the beach, I want to be Shinji on the beach. Women are into that, by the way. But had that happens, you can just start over if you really want to. You might be able to surpass that kind of barriers. Yeah, no, it's true. I take all my, I actually learned 3D on Udemy. I bought courses, online courses on Udemy, like, when they were, like, discounted at, like, $11. And, the only reason why I took courses on Udemy is because, it's the cheapest form of, like, educational institute that I could, like, get into without worrying about too much. And it's also, I'm kind of weird. I need, like, that. I can't learn from just watching a YouTube video sometimes. Sometimes I just require that, like, classroom environment, you know? Like, that classroom environment, you know, like, you know what I mean? I require that, like, classroom environment sometimes. I need to be handheld sometimes in order to do something. And that's what eventually got me to pick up Blender. Which will also segue, obviously, into animating and character design especially, and sculpting, because I really love character design. I fucking love character design. I'm really autistic about character design. but you know, animation as well. Like like the whole fucking shebang. Like, you know, I'm taking up 3D art. I'm not just doing it just to like build props and stuff or specialize in one area. Like, no, I'm just, you know, I'm going the whole fucking way. Because, you know, why not? Gotta learn everything. We're getting replaced by AI soon anyway. Though I think the AI bubble is like literally like at the point of bursting right now. I don't think it's not gonna be. I don't think it's not gonna be as dire as we all thought it was going to be. It's that thing, man. Or you do it or you die trying. If you think that you grip every chance with nails and teeth, it'll not be easy, but you have more direction. It'll be harder to lose yourself. No, that's true. That's absolutely true, though. That's basically where I'm at right now. It's like a do or die kind of thing. Like, I'm not in a situation. Like, I'm thankfully not really in a situation right now to where, like, I have to just be in, like, survival mode 24/7. Which, you know, if that happens, then, you know, it is what it is. But, like, what I'm trying to do right now is to, I don't have to worry about ever having to, like, go into survival mode, you know? So it really is kind of like a do or die kind of thing for me, really. Probably not as dire as it sounds. It could be. It could be one day. You never know. It could be.
Haven't been back to the temple since I was a child. There'll be nothing there.
My friend
but
is taking a game
birds
design
and
class, and
bramble.
she showed me the room she made. It's super cool.
Still,
you should see the dungeon
Eagles
I made.
returning here seems like a good
Actually, you know what? You know what? Hang on. Maybe I can find something. I can like find something in mine. Hang on. You know, something I need to like learn when I get back in is to import my substance painter textures into Blender on my actual like Blender models. Let's see. What do I have? What do I have here? I just found like a decent picture. If I can find some like decent pictures of what I've done, things that I have done. I do also have some like in-engine or in-game renders. I'm not going to say what platform it's rendered on. I'm not going to say what platform it's rendered on, but I do have some renders. What's something I could really show off? What's something I could really show off? I know I have something in. There's something in here I could probably like show off. Okay, you know what? I'll show this off real quick. Because this is cool. I want to show this off for a specific reason. Hang on. No, I don't want display capture. Where's window capture? Do I have window capture up on here? Do I not have a window capture? Add a window capture. Okay, there we go. Let's drag this down. Okay, there we go. All right, so real quick, okay? You see these coffee mugs that I made? Watch this. Does it look familiar? Well, for some people here, it probably does look familiar, but I know for like newer people, it doesn't look familiar. But does that look familiar? Does that look familiar? Huh? That looks familiar, doesn't it? Looks real familiar, huh? Very familiar. The same coffee mug reference that I gave my artist. The same coffee mug reference that I gave my artist is literally one that I made and textured. This is my coffee mug. That's my little coffee mug. I'm actually really impressed with how I'm really impressed with how, and I'm kind of wondering how he did it. Like, cause he got, if you like, look at the coffee mug, like, hold on, let me try to like zoom in. Like, look at the coffee, it's almost like a 1-to-1. It's almost a 1-to-1. It looks a lot happier, whereas the original reference image just like looks like, you know, really angry. But like, you notice, it's almost a pretty good like 1-to-1 recreation that he drew. Now all you gotta do is make it and mass sell it. I mass sell it on a platform. I'm not going to say what platform. But I will also eventually sell it on other platforms like as a asset for, you know, VR chat, because I gotta learn Unity in order to do that probably. You know, as a VR chat Unity asset, as a Unity asset for Roblox, or you know, just like, you know, whatever the fuck, you know, virtual platforms where you can like sell this kind of shit. But yeah, looks familiar, doesn't it? Then we also have no, like the actual mug. Make it a real mug so I can buy it and drink coffee from it. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. We need Vekka. We need a that's like a future Vekka merch idea. Okay, future Vekka merch idea. We make this coffee mug. We sell it on Amazon or something. I know Bran. I don't know if Bran's in chat still. I know Bran one time, you know, Branula in here, one time floated the idea of starting like an Amazon shipping, like an Amazon business or something. Bran, remember when you wanted to like try to do like Amazon stuff? Could we just do that with like VekkaSlyzel merch? Could we just like we could just apply the same logic, right? We could just apply the same logic, right? If we ever make a lot of investment money, we'll do that. We'll go into business together. Because you probably know more about this shit than I do, and I'm kind of dumb. Because, you know, I'm kind of dumb, and you probably know more about the logistics of this than I do. Okay, let me find another. Let me find something even more impressive. Let me find something more impressive. I'm sure I have something even more impressive. Impressive. God, I'm dumb. Okay, wait. Here, hang on. I'll show you this right here. Hang on, this is kind of dumb. I hate these fucking like window captures. These window captures and game captures are so stupid. They never want to work right. I'm just gonna do display capture. Fuck it. I'm gonna do display capture and be very careful. That's what I'm gonna do now, because I'm desperate at this point. Infinite Vekka. Okay, there we go. All right. Where did that fucking picture go? Where did the fucking picture go? Hang on. Okay, there we go. Alright. Alright, take a look at this. You could do the dropshipping thing. You could do the dropshipping thing, yeah. I know someone who's a special 18+ streamer. He made a waterproof blanket. Jesus. A dumb person isn't making that and putting that on a platform you're talking about. VekkaSlyzel merch would be good, yeah. Daddies? Why are we yelling daddies? Oh. Okay, anyway. See these? I made these. These are ice cream cups. In multiple fun flavors. Okay, funny story about these, though. Funny story about these, alright? Listen. This is modeled after something I literally own in real life. That was, like, sitting on my, it was sitting on my desk. Is an actual, like, Japanese, you know, a little, like, Japanese, water bottle, like, silicone collapsible water bottle. Like, it collapsed in on each other because it's, like, silicone, right? But it's in the shape of a little happy ice cream cone. So I was like, okay. So I made the little ice cream cone. So it's pretty much like a 1-to-1, but I added the drippiness around like the waffle cone holder. That's not that's all me. That's like my fucking little spin on it. Cause I was like, you know what, this would look cool if like some like actual like drippiness going down like the waffle cone. So I put like drippiness down it. And I made it in like, and then I went to a signature colors or rainbow. Signature colors. Definitely all the way signature colors. But then I was like, how many flavors should I give it? So I went to my local Baskin Robbins. I walked into a Baskin Robbins. I walked into a Baskin Robbins and just memorized as many flavors as I could, and then just replicated all the flavors of my local Baskin Robbins into the texture work. So there's like, I have like 20 fucking flavors of ice cream cup just shitting in my hard drive. Alright, hold on, let me find another one. I'll find another one. I also meshed the brutalist butt plug, which was a meme. I meshed a meme. Now I never find my pictures. I know I don't know what you're using the colors for, but I'm gonna say signature colors because it's signature. Let's see. Okay. This is one of the first things that I made. This was actually course material. This was actually a course material. This is Larry. This is Larry in his natural environment. Now, the texturing wasn't course material. I did all that myself. But the modeling was. Here you go. It's Larry. It's Larry in Larryland. Ba-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Like, this is all just all... like, this is all just, like, the cute, dumb stuff that I've done, okay? Like, this is just, like, cute, dumb stuff that I've done, obviously. But... where's something, like, really impressive? Where's, like, one of my good shit? Where's my good shit? Where's, like, pictures of my good shit? I'm about to just open up Blender just to take pictures of my good shit. Because I can't fucking find anything. Oh, wait, here we go. Here's something. This is a gateway. This is an old gateway monitor that I turned vaporwave and called it the Vapeway 69. And the reason why I made this, and this has a story too. The reason why I made this is because the first computer that I ever owned and got on the internet with as a kid was a gateway. It was an old gateway. It was a Gateway 68 or something, or whatever it was called. It was like running like Windows 98 or something. But yeah, it was a gateway. So that's why I made that. the screen is also like the screen is also like a separate face, and it's like interchangeable and everything, so you can actually like, it's very versatile. Why can't I ever find like all the pictures of my good stuff? I swear to God, I need to just like take new pictures of it. Or maybe if I look for it in like this folder. This is gonna be this folder. It's gotta be this folder. It's definitely gotta be this folder. Okay, before I show you my good stuff, I have to show you this. There's the Brutalist butt plug. This is the Brutalist butt plug. It's very efficient, and it's made out of stone. Yes, this is the Brutalist butt plug. Alright. Where's, okay, now where's the good? Alright, so this right here. This was also course material that I textured myself. This is course material that I textured myself. The modeling was course material, but the texturing wasn't. It's a low poly dungeon. It's a whole low poly dungeon set that I basically turned into like I basically turned into like HD RuneScape. That's one of my most impressive things that I've done. That's one of my most impressive things I've done. I have like a whole little dungeon area with lighting and everything. It even has like little chips. You'll notice like there's like little chips in like the pillars and everything. Every single pillar looks different. Every single pillar at least looks a little bit different. There's 3 different variations of each pillar in between the walls. And there's also chipped stone and like different variations in the stone and like the doorways and stuff. So yeah, that's one of my good things. And one more thing I will show you, which is one of my more prouder accomplishments. If I can fucking find it. I took a picture of it recently. I might actually show you that one too. All right. Hold on. This is a cyberpunk rifle that is based off a rifle from Cyberpunk, and it is based off of concept art. It's basically like, I don't know if anyone's played Cyberpunk 2077 or not, but it's basically, you know, if Arasaka actually had like a fucking smart rifle, like an actual smart rifle in their armory. That's basically what this is. It also has some Hellgast in it. So yeah, this is one of my this thing right here was like an evolution of like my texturing ability, I guess you could say. Like this was like an evolutionary step in like my ability to texture in Substance Painter. But yeah, and it is obviously, for anybody out there who understands, hi Kumi, for anybody who like understands the technicalities of 3D modeling, yes, it is a high poly bake onto a low poly model. This is the low poly model with the high poly bake applied. The little what yeah, here we go. Yeah, okay. You see the little hand? Look at the hand. You see this little like electric this like little electric wiring strip right here. This little plastic strip. That's a baked on detail. That's the high poly. That's a high poly baked on detail. A lot of the things on here are high poly bakes. Some of them are just bump maps that I added in Substance Painter. Just additional like little details that I didn't make in like the model that I just put in the texture itself in Substance Painter. Like even this like little thing right over here. Like, well, maybe I can like this little area right here. That's not actually caved in on the model. That's also a high poly bake. That's more of that fucking high poly bump map magic that makes things look like, you know, certain things. Oh, and I'll show you this too, because I'm kind of proud of this too. I made that too. That's a little sword I did. That's like this little sword I did, so. I actually have an entire fucking, like, my attempt at making a CFA 44 Nosferatu from Ace Combat, like, sitting in my fucking hard drive unfinished. I've had that sitting in my fucking hard drive forever now. I'll probably show it to you guys one day. But yeah, that's a small glimpse into my 3D portfolio, I guess. Or what of it. But yeah, that's what I was doing a year before I started VTubing. I picked that up a year before I started VTubing. Thank you. I try. Pizza. We have so many leftovers though. Okay, so.
Kenduru wanted us to leave an offering. The heads of our enemies will do nicely.
I answer to the light. I am the blade of the light. If Kenduru is correct, it may be possible to contact the Loa by walking this path of Hashay.
If you ever talk bad about yourself ever again, I'll beat you up and you'll never find your body. Well, then I wouldn't really have to worry about talking bad about myself. I'll be dead. We are closer to achieving your goals.
Let's go.
Wait, I did not mean to... Zuljara, becoming the Hashay will be a great achievement.
Now you try to flatter me. I know why you're here. To protect your precious golden fields of Eversong. Do not pretend to care about me or their money.
Enough, Zuljara. I admit that my past keeps me from empathizing fully with your people. I told you, that I
should
fought
get
against your
Shadowmourne.
grandfather.
I need to do the Shadowmourne quest
But I
line.
did not tell you
I kind
that
of
he
really
held
want
me
Shadowmourne.
captive
I
and
want
tortured
Shadowmourne,
me
and I want to put
and
it on
tortured
Orc
and
Death Knight.
killed many of my peers. That
Life
part
is
of
a
my
prison.
past led me down a path I am not proud of.
Look at their slut mog.
And, as strange as it seems, I see
Slut
some of
mogger.
myself in your plight, and want you to become closer to your
Slut mog
gods.
paladin.
Now, the champion and I are your
want Shadowmourne.
Hashura. We will attend you.
You're a funny one. Straight as a spear, but thick as a pango hide shield. If you say that's what guides your hand, I believe you. Your counsel has been good, and you bring strong company. But that don't make us friends. This journey gonna try us all, so we should get going soon. Eh, Hashura?
Have you ever thought why this gen is so lost? Yeah. Because, nobody learned. Nobody fucking learned anything, that's why. Like, half of the millennials... Half of the millennial generation went crazy. They got so lost that they went crazy, and now they'll seek, like, anything short of radical, like, ideologies to feel some sort of, like, validation that they're actually doing something meaningful in their lives that they will be remembered for, that their parents never gave them. Instead of, like, you know, just doing something as simple as, like, not repeating the mistakes of our forebears. And then, because of that, it also kind of trickles down to Gen Z, who are probably, like, even worth— Ah! Yeah. Like, people are out there betraying each other like it's normal. People throw around cute words to repress what they are really are hiding. There is, like, a significant, there is, like, a significant, uptick and problem with, like, narcissistic sociopaths, like, becoming more and more of a thing. And I think it's because of the digital age, we're more and more, because nobody really has any, like, good role models in their parents, so they seek good role models in people who also didn't have good role models of parents, and they seek affirmation from influence, like, you know, like, trendy, like, influencers and, like, grifters and shit. And they go down these, like, weird, like, you know, who are also basically narcissistic sociopaths, who are really, they don't really actually give a shit about, like, anybody. They just care about making money. And because they believe in, like, the fucking trap, like, the pitfall of, like, money buys happiness and blah 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 blah. And, like, you know, Gen Z is, like, even, like, worse about, like, Gen Z is even, like, more lost about it because of the way, like, things have, like, just gotten worse instead of actually getting better. And I think one of the reasons why things have gotten worse is that people are too used to comfort, and they're too used to being lied to. And also, like, people have, like, given up hope so much, like, on, like, our economy and, like, our actual, like, you know, way of life and everything, that they've become increasingly more and more cynical, I guess. They've become, like, way more, like, cynical. And because of that, and because of how, like, nihilistic it's become, people are more and more
the heads of
they're starting to become more and more okay with, like, just, like, death as, like, an everyday kind of thing, or, like, just hustle culture as, like, an everyday thing. Because hustle culture and, like, you know, those kind of things are, like, pretty much, like, intertwined with, like, one another. Like, you know, like, you ever notice, like, you know, I grew up, I grew up in some environments, okay? I you know, so, I mean, I got some kind of, I have some, you know, I have some, like, justification for talking on this, but, you know, you ever notice that, like, people are less likely, people are less likely now to get into fist fights with each other and are more likely now to just shoot each other dead? Yeah, guys, anyone else notice that there's been, like, a significant, like, increase, like, what's the word? Increase? Or, like, escalation? You ever notice that there's been, like, a significant, like, escalation in that? It doesn't matter who, you know, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter who you are, you know.
All that seek my favor must climb high.
You know, it doesn't matter, like, you know, who is who. Like, that or cyberbullying. Yeah, cyberbullying, too.
The trial. Kinduru brought me here as a child. I remember.
Yeah. No, cyberbullying, yeah, no, cyberbullying too, especially because people feel invulnerable on the internet. And the reason why people feel invulnerable on the internet is not because, it's not really the fault of, government. It's not the fault of government. Government, you know, every time, you know, well, I mean, fucking, the government will just, like, use it as an excuse to impose, like, draconian fucking control policies on you because, you know, why wouldn't they? And the fault really lies with companies and corporations who don't really just give a shit because their entire mindset is making money. They don't really care what happens to you. But,
Wait, Zuljara!
Dr. Tamago just redeemed TTS message. My sprinkler goes like this. And comes back like
no, it's like, you know, it's more at fault with, like, corporations and shit because they don't do enough to actually, like, they don't do enough to actually police their platforms, and when they do try to do something, it backfires on them horribly because they're so out of touch with reality that, you know, the last thing that they would ever do, because they're not actually listening to, like, the people who actually use their platforms or use their, or buy their products or anything like that. They don't listen to those people. They listen to people that they hire to tell them things based off of shit that they think that people want. They listen to analysts. They hire analysts and they listen to them. That's who they actually, like, listen to, and that's why their ideas constantly fall down the toilet, because they're not actually listening to, like, the actual people. They're listening to analysts. They're just hiring yes men, basically. And then those yes men are being paid for their horrible ideas because they're not going to be held accountable. The company at the end of the day gets held accountable. The analysts that they hire, they never get held accountable for shit. They made their bag and they made their bag and they walked off. But really, but that's not even like that's not even like ultimately, that's not even ultimately where the fault lies. The fault really lies with parents. Like, the source of the problem is parenting. And parents get away with a lot. They get away with a lot more than they should. You know? You don't need laws against, you know, hate crime, or, well, maybe not hate crime, but, like, hate speech, or, you don't need laws against calling somebody an idiot on the internet. You know, maybe you ought to get investigated for causing somebody suicide. That's obviously something. But, like, you know, like, the really stupid shit, like, what they're, you know, that they've been doing in, like, the UK, right? You know, you don't need laws like that to have a functioning society. You just need better, you need to hold parents accountable. You know? Otherwise, it's just gonna be endless fucking pearl clutching. It's gonna be endless pearl clutching. And that's why we're all gonna be fucked. Because nobody learned. Nobody learned a damn thing. One of my biggest fears in life. One of my biggest fears in life, that have unironically come true, was that I was always worried that the generation after mine was going to like
this time
end up worse
you
than
were
us.
right here. Why didn't you answer
I wanted
us?
them. I was
Because
hoping
of
that
your
my generation
grandfather,
would
Zul'jin,
not repeat the mistakes of the previous
snake of a
ones
witch doctor, Malakras.
and actually, like, you know,
Long ago,
uplift the
we
next
Loa
generation
would
into
choose a
something
champion among the
way
Amani,
better than what we
a
had.
Hashe,
And
to wield our
the
power
exact opposite
for the
happened.
good of their people. Zul'jin
Now everybody's,
wanted
like,
to
gone
use
crazy.
that power again, not to serve his people, but to slaughter his enemies. We would not grant such a blessing.
Sorry to go on like a fucking rant about
So
this,
he
but
had Malakras steal
I'm being
it from
passionate
us
about things again,
and
I
make
guess.
their own false, abhorrent Hashe.
That's basically what it is.
But our own champions raided the temple city and stopped them.
So now all Amani must suffer for my grandfather's mistakes. If you don't help us fight the cult.
You passed my
I'm having a midlife
trial,
crisis now about
Zul'jin.
buses. You should have a midlife crisis.
My favor. Now
You should have a midlife crisis about
Need
about
them
buses.
for what?
to become the first Hashe in
The reason why is because more
generations.
people should
What
be
else?
having more people should be having a midlife crisis about buses, and then maybe like public fucking
Prove to the Loa
transportation
that
will
you are
actually
not
have a
your
chance of being good.
grandfather. Triumph where he failed. Become
You know,
Hashe. A true
I'd like it if public
Hashe,
transportation was good.
and wield the power of the Loa.
I'd like it if public
in defense
transportation wasn't
of
just like a
Suleiman.
shithole on wheels. Just a gigantic pile of poop rolling along the street on wheels. That's what it basically smells like sometimes.
Speak.
I hate buses,
now.
dude.
Mind yourself.
Next,
If you couldn't tell, I
Kalasi's
fucking hate
blessing.
buses. It started with
He
school
is
buses.
hidden,
My hatred
but
started
his
at school
speaker
buses, and I've hated
can
them ever
help you
since.
Find him.
Nah, he has a
The
small hardy, bro.
Wizard
Yeah,
speakers are dead.
I do have a
But
small
maybe
hardy, bro.
Kulamara can help. You best
Okay.
be glad you amuse me.
I am an hour-long due of a break. I am an hour-long due of a break right now. I've been fucking sitting here yapping that long. We're gonna feed some kitties. We're gonna go to kitty time now. It's kitty time now. We're gonna be right back for like maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Probably 10, I don't know. I just kind of come back whenever the fuck I want. Sometimes maybe sometimes I'll like, I'll go sit down on like the staircase. I'll go sit down on a step on the staircase or something and contemplate my life for like a quick minute and then come back and like, get on and be like, okay, hi, I'm back. So yeah, we're gonna go feed some kitties. And we'll get some water or something, figure some things out, like dinner. Everybody go pee. Everybody enjoy your pee. I hope everybody enjoys peeing. I enjoy peeing. Except when it burns. I don't like it when it burns. I don't like it when it burns peeing. But yeah, I'll be right back. Then we'll get right back to it. In the meantime, Yumi and Jason will be entertaining the chat. So, Yumi and Jason, go ahead, take it away. Chat, help, an evil witch turned me into a marketable plushie. Does it have an Ona hole in it? What? I feel like that's it. I feel like that's it. Hello, Raiders! Welcome to the chat, motherfucker! Hello, Raiders! All the cats left the cat room. Wait, hang on. I'll get a cat. I'll get a cat for the Raiders. I'll get a cat for the Raiders. Hang on. There you go, Raiders. There's a cat for you, and there's James's butthole just for you. Hello, Raiders. Hi, I'm Vekka. I'm a cat. I play video games. I scream. I cry myself to sleep. And sometimes during breaks, I like to just lay on my floor and stare at the lights in my ceiling for an extended period of time before I come back. I'm not an alcoholic. I try not to be. Raiders! Hello, Raiders! He's just like me for real. You know what? We need some relaxing music, I feel like. I feel like we need some relaxing music. Don't you feel like realize? I ordered some pizza. I ordered pizza earlier. On that break. I ordered some pizza. You guys like pizza, right? You even ask us what toppings you got. No. I got a chicken bacon ranch pizza, okay? I got a chicken bacon ranch pizza. They did have the Detroit pizza option, but I refused to get it just to spite you. That is a really large fucking tea bag that I put in this fucking mug. I don't think I'm supposed to use that large tea bag for a mug. Extra sauce like my dick. All right, let's see how strong this tea is with this huge ass fucking tea bag I used. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. The stevia really offsets it. That's not bad at all.
You better be worth my time.
You seem pensive, Zuljara. Are you not relieved Akazan graced us with her favor?
What is this, Elf? You become my Hashira and you think you can ask me personal questions, no?
Zuljara, I see that something is burdening you. I genuinely want to help.
Actually, let's play stream.
If I share my feelings, you're gonna tell me how to rid myself of the hot rage and cold shame at what Alcazan told us.
About your grandfather, Zuljin?
Yes. Did my grandfather's rage made him betray the Loa, try to take their power, and cut us off from our gods?
Rage is a powerful emotion. My people were once consumed by it as well. I was consumed by rage at Zuljin for what he did, and sought retribution against him for years. Zuljin, I realized, was the same.
Also, if anybody likes this music, if anybody likes this music,
and it festered and controlled him.
Now you're saying I should feel sorry for him? That he should be pardoned because he had big feelings?
No. I'm saying there is a lesson to be learned. Let go of your rage at the Loa and at Zuljin. It will lead you off your path.
You have again given me good counsel. And perhaps we are more alike.
if anybody likes this music, support my boy. Support my boy. Subscribe to his channel, like his stuff, like his shit posts. He has very funny shit post videos. Support the boy. Based Frey. Speaking of Frey, we ought to like play Hytale again at some point. They've been updating Hytale. And I know Frida really wanted to play Hytale, but I kind of didn't. Yeah, we could probably do a multi-stream. It's not a bad idea. You guys have any like autistic stims that you do? You guys, anybody's an autistic stimmer in here? Anybody do something weird just because?
You want me
like while you're
to
just
chase
sitting there on the
ghost
computer?
of Aloha when our warriors be disappearing right and left?
None of your damn business. Even if I'm asking.
Talk to me if you have answers. I don't need your problems. Spit it out. Or I slice it out. We'll get your warriors back and find a way to the Temple of Halazi.
Beware the myth, Zuljara. It be unnatural, and we suspect the Vile Branch hiding their dark deeds with it.
I do just tapping when I'm stressed or overstimulated. Sometimes after a shower, I do the butt floss thing. Is that stimming? No, that's a classic. That's classic. That's OG. That's like a Simpsons thing. Butt flossing is classic. Classy. You're a classy person for doing that. I have like a weird like stim thing that I do. Okay? I have like a very weird thing that I do sometimes when I'm like thinking about something. Or I just do it just to do it sometimes and I don't know why. I undercross my legs and clap them together. Do you do that to your ass cheeks as well? Can you make him clap? Anyway, I do this thing, right? You ever see like pictures? You ever see like pictures of like, you know, Buddha or something? You ever see like pictures of Buddha or something? Or like I think even like pictures of like old mosaics of like Jesus Christ do this too. But you know that like little hand gesture that they do? You know, like a little hand gesture where they have like your index and middle finger like together, like upward, and then like the rest of your fingers are kind of like pinched inward. Or like maybe like the ring finger will be pinched inward and the pinky finger will be like kind of like slightly curved but like upward and free. You know what hand gesture that I'm talking about, right? Like a little like meditation gesture almost. And it's always like the left hand. Maybe it's not always the left hand, but it usually looks like it's the left hand. Yeah, the Asura's palm. Yeah. I do that sometimes. I do that sometimes randomly. That's like my little like weird stim that I do. I don't know why. Sometimes I'll do that. Like I'll like sit down and then I'll have like a second to like think about something and I'll just like do that randomly. I'll just do that like I'm doing it with my hand right now. You can't see it, but I'll like do that with my hand. Maybe I'll like make it a fucking gesture at some point. Maybe I'll like do it like a hand toggle where I just do that. Like maybe the tracking will just like specifically like look for that. Sometimes I'll bite my bottom lip over and over. That's not an autistic stim, you're just horny. I also do grabby hands really fast when I see Vekka. Well, that happens to most cats. Yeah, this month's trade post is kind of very herbology coded. It's very herbology coded. It's very gardening coded.
The Witherbox calls for help for too long.
You know, if I could quote Asmongold, if I could quote as one of Asmongold's things that he likes to say is, this month's trading post is for girls. This is for girls. I say as I am into aquaculture and aquatic plants, and have done so before. Wow. I didn't mean to do that. I love those videos you showed of the terrariums. It lives in my mind. I want to make one. I've been thinking about setting one up. I've been thinking about making a new one. I've been thinking about making one out of the unused like fucking aquariums I have sitting around my house, or one of them. I thought about setting one up. Though I kind of want like a 45-gallon breeder tank, to be honest with you. Yeah. Well, I'd probably have to get a. I'd have to get a like big tripod stand for the camera to actually like stream that. I'll show you a 45-gallon breeder tank. Yeah, you got a 45-gallon breeder tank back there. I specifically want the 45-gallon breeder tanks because they're very spacious. They're not so much rectangular designed. They're more square designed. They're wider. I like area. But I also don't want to buy a new fish tank. Those are fucking expensive. Especially like the really cool, like the really pretty looking ones, like the rimless tanks. Rimless tanks are fucking expensive. It's really fucking annoying how expensive they are. But they're really cool. I love rimless tanks. Especially like the little 5-gallon nano ones that you just put on your desk. Which I might do one of those too, but I would need to get a new 5-gallon nano tank. Or maybe a 9-gallon. Maybe a 9-gallon. Maybe I'll go up to a 9. Maybe build like a nice little like planted, a cute little planted beta fish aquarium. Yeah, I know. I could just make my own tamago, but I'm not really good at that. And I don't have anything to cut glass with. I don't have any glass cutting equipment. I mean, I guess I could like take it down somewhere to like get cut, but like that feels like it would be even more money. Which would kind of like ruin the whole point of it, I guess. Glass cutter is like $8. $70 compared. Yeah, it's not bad. I'd have, yeah, it might be something worth looking into. I'm going to bed. I have a report that's due tomorrow, and I'm only halfway through, but I'm too tired to finish. So good night. I love you, Vekka. Okay, I love you too, Yumi. Mwah. 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 See you tomorrow, Yumi. But yeah, altogether, like between plants and like soil, or well, you know, like substrate, it'd probably be like a good like $70 investment. Probably be like a $70 investment altogether, because I want to buy, so things I would need, because I kind of want to do like I kind of want to go filterless. I want to do a filterless tank. I kind of want to go filterless, but I would need the bio substrate, the little shrimp pellets, like a little shrimp pellet substrate. I would need some like bio substrate. I would need that. I need probably a couple bags of that, depending on the tank size, but probably a couple bags of that, and a couple bags of aquarium sand. I want a couple bags of aquarium sand to layer on top of that substrate. I want to do two layers of substrate. I want the plant shit at the bottom, and then I want a layer. I want a sand layer on top. Yeah, that is true. I could do that. And then there's going to be plants. That's another thing I'm going to have to get. I have to get plants. And I don't know what I want for fish. I kind of want shrimp. I guess I could put some shrimp in there with some, like, you know, small nano fish that are not going to disturb them. Yeah, and an albino frog ones. Frogs are fucking cool, especially those, like, little dwarf frogs that you could just keep in the aquarium. He died really horribly. That sounds awful. Got him from Walmart. I was like 13, remember when they all had fish at the Walmart. You know, that was another sign of the downfall of our country. The downfall of society as a whole was that they don't have fish. They don't have aquariums in Walmart anymore.
While in the crypt, I noticed the Vile branch were blinded by the mist too.
Yeah, I'm thinking about you know, yeah, no, either white sand or black sand. I don't know, but and then there's going to be plants. I don't know what kind of plants. When it comes to plants, I'm not really picky because I can never remember any of the names of the fucking plants to begin with. But, you know, plants. Probably some fire moss, some like Christmas moss. That really like tree, like jungly moss that kind of like when it grows on stuff, it makes it look like a fucking tree underwater. That sounds fucking awful. Your mom's fucking stupid. What the fuck?
The Amani never die, but you might if you trust.
That's like the dumbest fucking thing you can do.
No one.
What do we do now?
That sounds terrible.
This mist
that sounds
is
fucking awful.
Impenetrable.
We push forward. The Hashe shrines will lead us to the temple of Halazi.
Yeah, this sounds like fucking genuinely awful. Like, what the hell? But, you know, I'm just gonna ride my cat. Look, it's Vekka. Look, it's a rideable Vekka. It's rideable Vekka. It was an albino African clawed frog. See, I was thinking about starting a tank full of those frog dudes. I wouldn't have to worry about having any surfaces for them because they don't really use surfaces. They kind of just stay in the water. You're rideable either way. I just choose to see you as a father figure, and I'm glad that I'm the father figure in your life. Yeah, I've thought about starting a tank
like
with
those
just
we lit near the Temple of Echo
those African dwarf frog dudes. But I've also kind of just wanted like some schooled fish. I never have any luck with shrimp, but maybe if I like choose like really small schools of fish and to go with the shrimp, I'll have better luck with shrimp. And also some better like hiding places for shrimp. And then but yeah, you know, plants, driftwood, a lot of driftwood, plenty of driftwood, probably some driftwood action going on. Some surface plants like water lettuce or like whatever the fuck else you could probably get for that. Water lettuce is usually good. Yeah, the hermit crab. Get some duckweed. I thought about starting a tank full of crabs. The crabs are kind of assholes. Can't really put anything in with, like... The sponge is very important. I know the sponge is very important. Hermit crabs can go in the water, can't they?
That means we are close. Do you feel like we're being watched?
Once I read in a medical journal that there was a man with two faces, one on the back of his head and the other one over there. I wonder if that was the inspiration for Professor Quidditch. Professor Quidditch, whatever the fuck his name was, that was just secretly Voldemort. Can hermit crabs go in water for extended periods? They can. They just have to come out of the surface every now and then. They have to come onto the surface every now and then, kind of like crabs. Yeah, this is an A-B conversation. You can see your way out, Vekka. Fuck you. How about I time you out for like 30 seconds? How about that, bottom? Okay, I forgive you. Yeah, I don't know. A hermit crab tank sounds kind of cool. I would have to, like, set it up in a way. I would have to set up the hermit crab tank in a way where the water portion is kind of equal to, like, the land portion. I would want, like, a deep water portion. Like, maybe, like, a center pond that is, like, a deep water portion with actual, like, fish in it. Or, like, some form of, like, actual water life in it. And then everything else surrounding it is, like, land and, like, top sand. And maybe some trees. I just want a biome that makes its own life. You never open, or you open like twice to spray. Oh, so you mean like those jar projects that people do, like on YouTube? Where they like take a bunch of like fucking like random crap out of a creek and then put it in a fucking hermetically sealed jar and they just leave it there under a light. I like that shit. Why not sharks with laser pointers on their head? Because it's almost impossible to keep a shark. There are breeds of shark that you can keep in like captivity in actual like saltwater aquariums though. But then there's also the freshwater shark options. You have like the ones that look like catfish. Those are really cool. I like fucking
You mean you were
shark
saved from the
catfish.
vile branch by the mist? Not lost in it? Spit it out, or I slice it out with my axe.
I would like to do another catfish. I would like to have another pet catfish. Like the little Pictus catfishes. Or any kind of catfish. I mean, typically I get koi catfish as my bottom feeders, though.
You better be worth my time.
Link's Lord brought us here and protected us. He has made me his speaker, my sister. Halazi can reveal what is hidden. Like if you lost your dog.
I speak to Halazi. Stunted sea bass are way cheaper.
Halazi will speak with you now.
The child is
Kit of the Amani, pride of their pride. You have pierced the veil and found me.
It was you who created the fog. You were trying to hide the wither bark from the vile branch.
Despite Zuljin's betrayal, I silently watched over my wither bark.
Halazi, Zulaman is under attack. I have come here on the path of the Hashi. Give me a trial so that I can win your favor.
Trial? There is no trial.
But we need...
You learned to prowl. You used cunning to see what is hidden.
Has anyone else noticed? Has anyone else just questioned, like...
my witherbark children. No trial could
They pet the
earn
cat.
my
They pet their cat. They're literally petting God. They're literally petting their God. Has anyone else kind of like found it kind of weird that like the Loa don't speak in the same accent as the trolls that worship them? You know?
There are further trials ahead. May you hear your prey before they hear you.
Speak. Now, mind yourself in Zulaman. Then you will help us track and kill Mordoon and the Twilight's Blade, Master of the Hunt.
They will be my prey, Amani Kit. May the shadows protect you always.
Maybe that's what I should have called my fans. Maybe that's what I should have called my community. Maybe they should just be kits. It's basically what you guys are, right? Kits. I mean, I guess it sounds a lot better than being called kitten, I guess. I don't think anybody here really wants to be a Discord kitten, do you? Or just cats. Cats is pretty... I like how basic my... I like how basic my community is. Like, you know... I'm a cat. You know, hi, I'm Vekka. I'm a cat. And this is a litter box that I stream in. And then everybody else is just cats. It's very humble. It's very humble lore, okay? It's very humbling lore. Though I can't decide if... I can't decide if my Oshi mark is a cat holding a gun or a cat holding a coffee mug. Like a cat holding a coffee mug or a cat holding a gun. I feel like the cat holding the gun would be more unhinged. Why not both? Yeah, it is true, I guess. We could just have a cat holding a coffee mug while also holding a gun in the other hand.
The path of the Hache. My grandmother told
yes,
tales
a basic
of the
emoji
Hache
con.
around the fire when I was young.
Jesse? What are you doing over there, Jesse? Are you making biscuits in the blanket? Are you biscuit blanketing right now? Are you blanket biscuiting? Are you big? Are you biscuiting? You make the little art on your mug holding a gun. Well, it would need to be an emoji that, like, most websites use, though. That's kind of the point. That human hunter looks kind of badass.
You address the leader of the Witherbark. The Witherbark know little of Shanalai. But the eccentric lower speaker still lives at the temple to the east.
I wish we could make, like, custom emoji cons for Oshi marks, not gonna lie.
Talk to me if you have answers. I don't need your problems. I know all about eccentric lower speakers. Thank you, Vanzara. Maybe this try will be easier.
So, like, if you're on roleplay servers in World of Warcraft, you could probably get away with RPing an Amani, but using the Zandalari troll body. I've seen people do it on Wormrest. I can't really tell what shaman, what race I want my shaman to be, because I kind of want to play Haranir, because Haranir are, like, really cool. But I really like the animations of the male Zandalaris. I just don't like their hair options. I wish they would fucking add the new customization options for, like, the fucking allied races already, because it's kind of a crime. It's criminal that, like, you can do so much with, like, the regular troll model, but you can't really do a whole lot with the Zandalari trolls. Sorry, I had to pet my cat. I'm back now. I hope you pet your cat for me, too. I hope you told your cat that I said hi.
The living flame be gone, burned in many hearts. Purify yourself, and it will rise.
This guy's literally just, like, sitting on hot coals.
Kinde.
Trolls are weird.
What do you bring the leader of the Amani? My blood for
I see the fire in you. Yes. Find more coals, more fire. Renew the living flame.
He probably is high off the coals in this
Just hand you that fiery coal with his bare hands?
Trolls are fucking so underrated. I love trolls. They're so fucking weird.
He speaks madness, but seems deeply attuned to the law. Take the call, Ashura, and see if we can start the trial. I'm glad to gain Halazi's favor, but being here brings me shame.
Why? We rescued the Witherbark. You found the Hashe shrines, and you are now closer to becoming
Open the
Hashe.
packet. There's your oath mark.
The Witherbark
Right.
needed my help, and I did
Wonderful.
not listen. I was too
Open the
worried
package.
about my own people.
Luckily,
that website?
Halazi
Remember that
could not
website
help
where you
but
could, like, just
meddle
send
in
people
Witherbark
poop?
affairs, despite what your grandfather
You
had
just
done.
send people poop, like poop.
Halazi would not
in a
let them
box.
die. If it came
was like
to it, I
gorilla
feel
poop or
Akilzon
something.
would not have let us
There's
die
like poop
as
from
well.
like random zoo animals.
It
They had an
sounds
entire
like your
website where you
faith
could
in the
just mail
Loa
your
is
friends poop.
strengthening.
Maybe.
Like, isn't that? Yeah,
Akilzon
I mean,
tested
obviously
my
it was fake,
conviction.
right? Or was
And
it actually
Halazi
really
forced
poop?
me to use my head and
I think it
not
was real
my
poop.
fist. I only
Like,
wish I had learned
isn't that
these
like
lessons
basically
before,
hazardous material?
and been a better leader.
You had scant resources. I cannot say I would not have protected my home over others
Yeah,
threatened
this
with
green
violence.
tea is actually pretty good.
I have been in your situation, and like your grandfather, I wanted power, and took it without caring who I hurt. I am proud to see you not making the mistakes that I or your grandfather made, and that I am part of your journey.
Proud of me? I would like to say your words mean nothing. But as you are one of my Hashura, I thank you for your words.
All you need is an address to send someone a box of dicks. I do it often. I'm kind of surprised you haven't tried to dox me yet, just to send me a box of dicks. I do at some point need to look into how much it would cost to have a P.O. box. But I like you. I mean, I guess it's fair. I've seen people doxed for worse. I've seen people doxed for less. I do need to look into... Probably ask some contacts in the business how much my local P.O. box is going to run. We'll see about it. Rolling around at the speed of sound. No place to go, God. Follow my rainbow. You know, that should be another subathon idea. It's just a full playthrough of Sonic Adventures 2 subathon. I already know a shit ton of people will show up to that. I already know a shit ton of people would show up to it. Maybe I should do that instead of Legend of Zelda. That's how you get the furries. Well, you know, they all have the money. You know? Fursuits are expensive. Okay, I have the fire. I have the fire. Play what gets you rich, I say. Yeah. No shit.
Could it
no
be
shit.
The spark, the fire we need. Yes, the flame returns. The fire of Janalai burns bright. Fly home, mistress and master of fire. Fly.
Watch yourself, lower speaker.
I want to be like this guy when I get older. I want to be like this guy when he... Ah! The hell was that for?
Oraka Gokinyu. Watch yourself. Go then.
This is gonna be like me.
Coal ready to burn now. Burn and purify. The shrines show the way.
This is gonna be me when I'm like old
Meet me
and
at
bald.
the shrine. I will take the call. My spirit's ready for any challenge.
And like
I will stay here with Breck, just in case he begins
Christianity,
to make
like,
sense
eventually
or decides
falls
to
apart.
wander off.
Christianity and most Abrahamic religions and faiths eventually like fall apart from global turmoils, and people start accepting like alternative religions en masse, like cybernetic religions. This is gonna be me in like my cyber church. This is gonna be like me communicating with like the fucking AI deities or something. The fucking AI ghosts and like the machine. Yeah, praise Bonzi Buddy. I'm kind of surprised Bonzi Buddy hasn't made a comeback. They should bring back Bonzi Buddy.
Girl, standing with an elf, your king, and your family's pride.
Shut up, Zul'jin. Nobody likes you. You're poop. You were very bad at your job.
No, I will not repeat your mistakes, grandfather, even if it ruins our family pride.
I'm gonna start the first church of Bonzi Buddy in the modern age. I feel like I could do that.
I wonder who the next one will be.
Bonzi's owners are in jail. Did they actually go to jail for that?
To point out more of my flaws, sister. Why? Afraid I'm a better Amani than you.
We are both Amani enough, brother. We only need to give each other more grace.
Vekka proved to me that VTubing is a gateway to cult leadership. It is a gateway to cult leadership. Have you seen most of the fucking VTuber controversies over the years? Have you seen a lot of those fucking controversies? It's totally a gateway to cult leadership. Which is why I should start one. Which is exactly why I should start one.
The flame rises. Rise to the challenge. Cleanse your spirit.
The Amani never die, but you might if you cross me.
Oh,
You better be worth my
I have
time.
to go to bed, so love you, bye, kisses forever. Okay, bye, sugar, kisses forever. Bye, 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 bye. Kisses forever, jerks you off as a friend.
Go back. Let me face whatever shame still hiding in my spirit.
Behold the last trial. Face to face. Face yourself.
Weak child. You accept help because you fear standing alone.
Do not let it prey on your doubts.
I'm a paladin,
No,
bitch.
accepting help has strengthened us. My pride will not be the downfall of my people.
I wish TBC Classic wasn't such a shit show. Maybe we ought to just play Era. I'll feel bad playing Era, though, as a paladin. I don't really like playing Era. It's empty. It's soulless.
Talk to me if you have answers. I don't need your bro.
Blaze the coal, watch the flames rise, and the fire live again.
Listen, if Scientology can get away with being a cult, I can get away with being a cult.
Fire of rebirth. The coal! The egg! It is ready!
There ought to be a law against it. Considering most of the fucking cults that have started. Religious freedom was invented by Protestants.
Zara, your grandfather betrayed and killed me. Upset the cycle. Plunged me into eternal darkness.
Forgive us, Janalai.
You have renewed me. Your trial has purified the line of Zul'jin. A new day dawns. Such is the cycle.
You know, I'm kind of glad that this kind of wraps up. This kind of wraps up the Zulaman storyline from Burning Crusade.
May the inner fire of the Amani never die.
Kinde. What do you bring the leader of the Amani?
Akozon was right to start you on the path of the Hashay. Your flame burns brightly, Zul'jin.
Madoru Janalai. I have learned much of myself from your trials, and hope to learn more in the trials ahead.
I don't want to do a Diablo 2 run again. I want to play Diablo 2 again with my friend, Vincent, but I don't know if he's ever actually around. I don't know who else plays Diablo 2. I know Biscuit plays Diablo 2. My problem with like playing Diablo 2 is that I don't really have like a really in-depth understanding of like the gearing system and like the little tablet fucking bullshits that you have to like throw together to like make good gear. Like I need a better like in-depth understanding of like gear in Diablo 2. You will help? Okay, good. Maybe we'll do a Diablo 2 thing. Because playing Diablo 2 was like pretty fun. I wonder what makes Diablo 4 like so fucking awful to play. I also kind of want to try Path of Exile 2. Diablo 2 sells well to this day because it's a good game. That's why. It just feels better than the other Diablos. That's the reason why. PoE overwhelms me. Yeah. No, I mean, like, after it doesn't matter how long the game's been out. People are going to go back to the original game if the original game beats the modern game. That's why people play fucking WoW Classic compared to retail. Problem with WoW Classic, though, is that the way that Blizzard does it sucks fucking ass. And
the blood of those who died.
It's not even just the way that Blizzard does it, though, because it's also the community. The community of WoW Classic on the Blizzard official servers is fucking absolute garbage. Like, it's just actual fucking garbage. Like, the WoW Classic community has effectively ruined their own fucking game. It's amazing how much they've ruined it. Now they just cope on the forums all day and argue with each other about shit that might as well not even fucking matter anymore. why I like playing retail now. You know, retail you barely have to really worry about it because most of retail is like fucking automated anyways. Who the fuck cares? And most of my friends are playing retail, so it's like, you know.
And what's the report? I'm listening. Always got a place in...
Sister, you return. While you were prostrating yourself before the law, I secured real power.
I don't know why they
And
act
how
like
many
that. I hate
warriors
it.
did you
It's
sacrifice
a natural
to keep this
evolution of
light
WoW's
back from the
community.
cult?
That's all it is. It's a natural evolution of World of Warcraft's community, and it's incestual like it's like fucking mixing
And
of
they
like
did
the
just the same
Activision crowd into Blizzard when they combined companies.
Warriors, y'all relieved. Go be with your families. We will care for the dead. And I swear if you do something stupid while I go to Nalarak, I'll cut off your head myself.
Like, you don't understand, like, a long time ago, the Call of Duty crowd and, you know, the fucking annoying-ass, obnoxious kids and fucking ratchet-ass motherfuckers, and that's what they are, they're just ratchet-ass motherfuckers, and, you know, also with the combination of, like, modern hustle cultures and shit like that, have, like, basically entwined itself deeply, like, rooted itself deeply into World of Warcraft now, to where it's become just like basically like an evolved state of like WoW's already like reputation for like being a toxic community to like an even worse one now. And that's why you have a lot of the fucking like crypto money scam bullshit shit type crap that you see like going on in this platform like a lot lately. That's why everything on that's why WoW Classic is a transactional experience now and not an actual, like, MMO experience. It's a transactional MMO experience. It's become it's been very commodified. Money laundering using an MMO. Yeah, Brady, no, you can, I'm gonna tell you right now, you can launder money using WoW Gold. And 8 out of 10 times, you will get away with it. Yes, I've done it with D&D Online. Yeah. And this kind of goes back to what I was talking about, that, like, companies don't do enough. Companies don't do enough to actually make, like, an acceptable, like, impact on, like, society and, like, younger generations. And that's why Mad Season was right about game development. It's Mad Season. One of the best things that Mad Season show said in his video about MMORPGs and MMORPG developers, it is the responsibility. I used to buy coke with D&D Gold. I imagine you could buy coke with fucking D&D Gold. You can buy cocaine with fucking WoW Gold right now. You know, there's people who make fucking bank off WoW Gold. It's basically a crypto. It's basically just fucking crypto at this point. But this is actually more reliable. Oh yeah, it's just as bad. Tomago, if you played WoW Classic right now and got into like the botting, like the bot farm game and like the gold selling game right now, you'd make shit tons of money on it, and you'd probably get away with it. You'd probably get away with it. You'd get away with it really hard because they don't do enough to actually shut it down. And they like to make excuses as to why they can't. So that, you know, that emboldens them even more. But what was I saying? Yeah, one of the best things that Mad Season did was that it is the responsibility of game developers to protect the players from themselves. I 100% believe in that. You have to protect players from themselves. It's just human condition 101. And they can scream and cry, you know, they can, you know, people can scream and cry about, like, you know, being told how to play a 20-year-old video game. We've all seen the way that you play a 20-year-old video game. We've all seen, we've seen how WoW Classic players play their game. We've seen how, like, the famous, like, fucking streamers play their game. The way that they play their game, hand quotes, is why it's so shit now. You know? Like fucking like Greek Wario, that's a pretty good example. Greek Wario, there's a good example right there of like a famous like WoW streamer that kind of contributes to that shit. They're the type of person to say that, right? They use that tag, you know, they use that fucking buzzword all the time. They use that tagline all the time. You know, they always gaslight. He always gaslights people about like telling people how they can play like WoW Classic and stuff like that. And then he gets banned for gold buying on stream. He gets banned for buying gold on stream. He gets banned for it. Right after talking all that shit too. So like, you know, it's surface level. It's not a big secret. Like we've seen how people want to play the game their way. Yeah, I used to play the game my way too. I used to grief people on RP servers that aren't even PvP servers. I used to grief entire towns. I used to grief Westfall back in like Burning Crusade days. I was part of a guild called Westfall Insurgency on the Feathermoon RP server. And it was, did my music stop? Yeah, my music stopped. Sorry about that. Alright. No, I used to grief, the Feathermoon's RP server. I used to wipe out the entire town of, like, Westfall of, like, NPCs. There was another thing that I was an absolute dickhead that I used to do, because I used to be a rogue main, so obviously I was a dickhead. But not as big of a dickhead as warrior mains, let's be honest. But I used to... And get back on the Furry Femboy server. I used to, as a rogue, I would stalk low-level players while they're doing the Defias Trader quest. Yeah, Vekka rant. While they would do the Defias Trader quest, I would stalk them on my rogue. And once they get like halfway to Moonbrook, I would kill the Defias Trader right in front of them. And then they would have to run all the way back to Sentinel Hill and wait for it to respawn and wait to grab the quest again. That's how I used to play the game my way. So anybody who uses the defense that you shouldn't be telling them how to play WoW Classic, you shouldn't be telling them how to play a 20-year-old MMO. You know what they're actually really telling you. You know what they're really saying. They're arguing in bad faith. It is bad faith. They are arguing in bad faith. You know what they're really trying to say. It's not a huge secret. It's very obvious. It's so fucking obvious. It comes out all the time. It even happens on people's streams. Fucking Soda Poppin' got banned for buying gold. You know. We used to use those bloodstones from the Quillbore and the Barons as a stand-in for gold selling. It's why you'd see 1 or 2 stones on Anna for a few thousand gold. Yeah, no. No, you can launder money on World of Warcraft with gold. You can do all kinds of illegal shit on World of Warcraft using WoW Gold, and Blizzard will not do anything about it. Or they won't do enough. World of Warcraft as an MMO has basically become like a front for like criminal activity, or just, you know, hustle grinding, just alternative income for hustle culture. That's why all the people who like make their entire personalities about how good they are in World of Warcraft, that's kind of like, that's, you know, kind of, you know why they make that their entire fucking personality, because if you're good at World of Warcraft, you can get paid to be good at World of Warcraft. You can get paid, you can make a lucrative career off of just being good at like pressing buttons on World of Warcraft and min-maxing and like playing all the like shittiest fucking metas that come out. It was against the terms of service, but not against... Well, Blizzard doesn't even enforce their own terms of service. People are still buying paid-for add-ons. People are still buying paid-for add-ons. They're using paid-for add-ons like RXP and, you know, and now also Archon, which Archon is that add-on that's coming out to where basically it allows people to, in real time, in-game, check people's parse logs in-game without having to actually go on the website on Warcraft logs. And that's a paid for add-on. Because why wouldn't it be a paid for add-on? They're probably gonna make shit tons of fucking money off of that. But yeah, Blizzard doesn't even enforce their own TOS, and that's why I feel like a lot of people play Final Fantasy XIV, because at least Final Fantasy XIV and Square Enix, disregarding like, what you think about their TOS and the modding community and stuff like that, at least they enforce their TOS. At least they go out of their way to enforce their TOS. That's respectable. You can't ignore that. It's a respectable thing. And that's why I feel like a lot of people play Final Fantasy XIV, because they do enforce their TOS. Do they enforce their TOS kind of, in a really stupid way sometimes? Yes. Does 14 kind of have, like, the opposite side of the coin problem, where, like, FF14's community has, like, a huge issue with, like, toxic positivity? And, like, getting banned for, like, the most inane, asinine bullshit ever. Like, just telling somebody to do something in chat, like, very politely, will get you banned. Or, like, suspended. Because you told somebody how to play the game a certain way, even though it's the correct way to play it. Yeah. Like, at least Square Enix, despite, the community's flaws of FF14, actually enforces their TOS. And I feel like that is, like, the big difference between Blizzard and Square Enix when it comes to their games. That is, like, probably the biggest difference between those two. So that's why, you kind of have to respect Square Enix, because at least compared to Blizzard, they actually enforce their TOS. And, but, like... But, no, you can get away with so much doing on World of Warcraft. If I was like particularly desperate, if I was like really desperate, if I was really desperate, I could probably start a fucking bot farm on World of Warcraft, sell fucking gold, and make a lot of money. Do I want to? No. I want to do that about as much as I want to, like, fucking do parses and shit on fucking World of Warcraft and make that my entire fucking life. Do I want to get kicked in the... Do I want to, like, kick myself in the balls? Do I want to wake up for my fucking 4 a.m. dick flattening every single day in raid logging? No. Because it's not fun. Anybody who, like, gets only... anybody... It's really sad. It's really sad that people, like... There's people who honestly... The only fun that they can get from playing this fucking game is parsing and raid logging now. If they can't parse well, if they can't look at their shit, their stupid numbers on Warcraft logs, they can't have fun in the game. They've lost the plot. They've lost the plot of MMORPGs. They've completely lost the plot. And they know they've lost the plot. They just won't admit it because they're insecure. And they usually are insecure. They are usually insecure men. They're usually insecure men or insecure husbands. They're like insecure young men or insecure husbands. Or just balding fat guys. Every single time. I don't know, that's so big of me. That's probably so big of me to say because, I'm a fucking VTuber, but it's true. It's true. They know it's true. They have to look at themselves in the mirror every single fucking day. One of my favorite things to do back in BC was to just see how big... I used to do that too. I was doing that in BC Classic when it first came out. Of course, I was also an asshole, like, while leveling in FF14 as a gunbreaker. Because I would, sometimes, just because I was bored and I was doing, like, my daily roulettes for the day, I would, like, be doing my daily roulette dungeons, and I would just type, in party chat, vibe check, and then I would hit Super Bolide and give all my healers a fucking heart attack. You have no idea how angry that makes people, and it's so weird. Like, they get so angry. It's a 5-man daily roulette dungeon. It's like nothing. It's just a dungeon. You're one of those fuckers? Yes. Vibe check, shoots myself. Exactly. I just don't understand why people get so mad about it. Because it's like, it's just a daily roulette dungeon. It's nothing. It barely amounts to anything on the game. Now, if it was like, you know, more serious content or like a raid, sure. But if it's just like a roulette, like 5-man dungeon, there's no reason to get that mad about it. It's just a joke. Heal me, don't heal me, I don't care. I'm not gonna get mad about it. I'm not gonna go look back at my fucking FF14 daily roulette parse logs so I can call you a slur later. Because you didn't hit a high enough funny number. You know. I'm just bored and I'm doing something stupid because I'm a fucking goon. But, anyway. Rant over. Rant over. The ranting is over. A filthy gunbreaker. I was a filthy gunbreaker, though, so that makes sense. Gunbreaker was pretty fun. I don't know. Maybe I just have controversial normal person opinions about the gaming community. Anyway. Anyway, Jesus. Alright, my food here. My food is here. It's 8:14. It's 8:14. It's 14 after 8. We hit level 90 in like 4 hours. Well, to be fair, we've also been like kind of just like dicking around like most of the time. Because, you know, why not? But, it's 14 after 8. My pizza's here. I'm gonna enjoy my pizza. We're gonna throw a raid out. Where's the raid at? Where's the raid at? Where's the raid at? Everybody stay here. Stay here. Stick around. Everybody in Twitch chat. Everybody in Twitch chat. Stick around. Stick around for, you know, the raid. Let's support people. We gotta represent the litter gang. Represent the litter gang. Everybody stick around. I will stretch. I will stretch after. M is playing Minecraft. Let's go raid M. Let's go raid the femboy. We like the femboy, don't we? We like the femboy. Of course we like the femboy. Why wouldn't we like the femboy? Femboy dog. Lovely femboy dog. Our little shithead femboy dog. We love that guy. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for all your continued support. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for sitting here and listening to me, yap constantly. TikTok Litterbox. TikTok Litterbox and YouTube. TikTok Litterbox and YouTube Litterbox. Once again, hi, I'm Vekka. I'm a cat. I play fucking video games. I play retro video games. I'm a amateur 3D artist. I like to, lay on my floor, stare at my ceiling, and, disassociate. Please come join us on Twitch. Please consider coming to twitch.tv and joining us over here on the Litter Gang. Come join the main community. Come join the main community. Stop being afraid. Stop being lazy. You can literally download Twitch on the Twitch app on your phone. You can doom scroll Twitch. I know. I know, it's a foreign fucking concept, but you can doom scroll Twitch. Because then you can just watch me on Twitch. I'm not just saying that because, you know, the views are like, you know, financial, you know, the views, you know, are income. I'm saying that because, like, you can do all kinds of wacky, zany shit on Twitch, and I put a lot of fucking effort and pain into making those redeems. Which is why I like to see them used. But, yeah. Okay, raid's out. Bye! See you tomorrow. Bye!